Okay. I'm live. Let me just turn this music down and turn the sound volume up. I hope the sound volume is balanced now. Or actually, I need to have the game sound down a bit. Let me know if it's balanced. Welcome. I wasn't fully planning on doing this. I don't even know the name of all the teams. My lord, I know Nova, I know RNG, I know 4 Angry Men, I know a few, but I don't know the name of all the teams, so GG, well played. This is like so random. I was asked about it, but I didn't know exactly what time PEL started, so I thought, you know, why not? Yeah, so we're into game 1. We're already down a team, it seems. Or we only started with 15 teams? Interesting. Feel free to let me know if it's balanced or not in terms of audio. And yeah, welcome. Let's get into some early. It's like currently 10 a.m. for me, or half 10 in the morning. PL fights are indeed interesting. James Penta. Let me see if I can get a list of teams, actually. You know,
是有接近1/3的含水面积，所以说看上去天霸战队是在圈中心，但其实呢，应该说是圈的最东侧。是的，虽然说它离得稍微有些远。
Oh, PL is always 15 teams. See, that's like freaking.
这个好消息来源于 NV 腾讯视频的导电。
Bingo.
一支战队4个人被带走了3。
Thank you, Liquipedia, by the way. Liquipedia coming in clutch. Okay. By the way, it's now known as Nova Esports. It's not Nova XQF. I know Nova added new players to their roster. STE is 628. That's who's on screen right now. 628. Circle up in the north is pretty healthy. Especially for most of the teams. Most notably, 4 Angry Men are going to be able to play their Edge of Circle class. So, yeah. Yeah, it seems like Golita joined 628. You also now have DKG playing on through. They're currently rotating around Impala, actually, onto those high hills, but Q9 are already there, which is, I think, Qingzhou Club, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Qingzhou Club, or Q9 as they're known as. Just trying to get used to the names. DKG is Dakun Gaming. Bingo. I'll probably get, like, obviously copyright striked from Daddy Tencent for this, but I don't care if it helps provide some form of English stream for you guys. Feel free to share it as well if you think it's worth it, and let me know if ooh, Sook gets knocked down from one of the players at TC. He's gonna get confirmed. He probably will. Lovely sprays from TC from a high ground distance. Obviously, it's hard to in some way pronounce. I don't even know how their name is. If Powerboy of Nova, who have a new logo for the PL season 2021. Powerboy's on his own. They're already down a player. 1v2 coming into a small building. FPP mode, that's the way it is, but nicely done, Powerboy. Taken out of the lobby. That is actually Nova eliminated just like that. ACT is, it just stands for ACT as far as I know.
啊，虽然说比较可惜啊，弱败倒了，但是呢也获得了这样一个2分。他们可以说是直扎圈靠近中心。
Man, okay.
RNG 他就不着急啊。
Nova out of this game 1 early without any points.
没有任何问题。你看 RNG 的选择和刚刚
WBG, which is WBG is basically Team Weibo. Yeah, there's a Team Weibo. Interesting. Oh, that shift to the west towards the area of Minas Generalis, if I'm not mistaken. TC are already on the high ground. They popped off onto 4 Angry Men on the side note, but 4 Angry Men did get that revive onto Suck, and now they're going to be able to wrap around and come in via the northern tip of the circle. Edge of circle play, as 4AM are known for, shouldn't be any issue.
TC 战队的一个布防的，我只能说有机会。首先是对过枪，对吧？魏无羡是已经把像素打倒过一次，这个有没有仇咱不说啊，反正是知道你在哪。而且刚刚我们注意到了 TC 是在这个阶段3的时候，而且
Okay, 4 Angry Men ST with the showtime. This is showtime.
几乎是没有办法相互帮助的。
Don't know how to say any of their names. I'm sorry, but Showtime looking to create a little bit of a show. They've come in on the eastern edge of La Bandita, which is, of course, a healthy place to be. A couple of buildings in play. You don't get as much information to the west of La Bandita because they're not on the high ground aspect of it. But either way, it's not a bad place for them to be. Seems like the PL 2021 is brought to you by the folks over at Oppo and the Oppo Reno. Hey, I'm not even getting paid, but I might as well provide that little bit of a shout out as JDE with that beautifully red Mini 14 skin onto Tiamba, who seems to be late to the party and are going to get caught out. Kill. Followed by confirmation. And, you know, that's what coming in late and coming in a little bit wild for Tiamba has done to them. Although JD, like, behind, deciding to leave it a bit later to rotate and catching out Tiamba. Hey, Gabby, shouldn't you be asleep, young lady? Tiamba under so much pressure. 778 is doing a fantastic job, but now as the Blue Zone is closing in on phase 3, it's not going to be the worst to deal with, but it will be a bit more painful coming into phase 4. So JD might actually want to kind of push us more heavily. Tiamba are now kind of in the circle, gatekeeping them for now, for the time being. Let me know if the sound balance is okay between my casting and the between my voice and the in-game, please. Don't know about the prize pool, to be honest. Sorry, dude. This is a little bit. I don't have all the information. You can probably find it on Liquipedia. I'm actually gonna put a on Liquipedia. I'll put the Liquipedia link in chat. That's the Liquipedia link for the Peacekeeper Elite. But oh my lord, JDE are being put under pressure by DKG. They did take down Tiamba, but a little bit of a third party from DKG has come in quite strongly. 778 knocked down. They have one player confirmed up. So JDE, if they can get the revive onto beautiful onto 778, that'd be quite healthy. And then, oh my god, from behind, the third party becomes a third party with 778 becomes a victim of a fourth party as JD is down to 1. Oh my lord, baby. Increase game sound. Now, if I increase game sound, it's going to increase casting sound from the Chinese side, so you're not going to hear my voice. It's not. I can't just increase game sound. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks, Gabby, for supporting me. You're amazing. You're amazing. RNG onto ACT, pushing in from the edge of the circle. I think it is just two ACT players in the building and then one on an off angle. So if that off angle can create a bit of a distraction, that'd be quite healthy. But for RNG, they did spray like 2 or 3 smokes towards the entrance of that building. So it seems like they might be looking to enter it, but no, not quite. Not quite. They don't have to enter the building to get into the circle, to be fair. They can both coexist inside this tiny, aspect ratio of the circle. So yeah, 3v3, using those peaks on the lower part of the hill to really make it work. He does hear the footsteps of the ACT player rapping on the side, but you can see that all players of ACT are not the best health-wise. Full med kit pulled off by one of the ACT players right now. Beautiful pre-fire shots coming on through on the peek and shoot, and the Scar now going to switch on over to scope. Much more viable to be able to pull out a scope on your Scar in this kind of situation. Scar without a scope is also incredibly painful to deal with, as one of the RNG players has been knocked down, so it puts them down to 2 in this area and 2 in total, while DKG, I believe, they haven't quite been taken out. They are down to 1 player. That's going to be a beautiful knockdown coming on through. That is RNG wiped. ACT with the Groza finish to wipe out RNG. Nicely done. Nicely done by ACT. Now on 3 kills in this game. Now next circle is going to pop up. Oh, beautiful position by STE. Wow. Beautiful position for STE and even TC, who moved down from the Minas Generalis hills. By the way, earlier, a lot of teams would stay on those Minas Generalis hills or on the edge of Minas Generalis for too long, whereas TC pushing in, early was really beneficial. Like 4 Angry Men, for example, I feel like but they're an edge of circle team, right? So it makes sense why 4 Angry Men would stay on the northern tip on the high ground, but I don't think, unless they push through in a 4 a.m. way, it might come to bite them in the butt, so to speak. So, yeah. ACT are, I believe it is, ACT stands for... I think it stands for all... No, not all gamers, I know, but either way, 9. STE. 628, I should refer to them as 628, to be fair. This will be, it's going to take me a bit of time, though. So, yeah, I think a lot of people want FPP, in PUBG Mobile Global, to be fair. Dragex, a lot of people want FPP competitive. In my opinion, they'll work towards that in the next year. Weibo looking good. On to the players of ACT, who I wouldn't say took a bit too long to get that fight onto RNG, but because that fight went on for longer, it forced them to come in a little bit wild, a little bit late into the circle. Now XXKU is further back outside the circle, and the second player from ACT that's left in this game. Oh, Kobe, beautifully cooked to get that knockdown onto ACT. Wow, nicely done by Weibo. Oh, Vinas. Mwah. Nice. And now that is going to be pushed through. That is indeed ACT out of this lobby. And hey, look, at least they picked up 5 kill points, and that's nothing to be sniffed at, to be fair. Actually 6, yeah, and they got 1 placement point. As 4 Angry Men are under a little bit of pressure. Sucks fan, along with the third remaining 4 Angry Men player, are gonna have to try and get okay, I've got a lot of Instagram messages I need to look at in this game. 4 Angry Men. Oh, PAI. Who is that exactly? Is that That's indeed. Who's PAI? That is a lovely. That's Team Pi. Indeed, Team Pi push on in, but no, 4 angry men. They're not out of it just yet. Wrapping around. Oh my lord! 3-piece coming on through. That's going to be the squad wipe for 4 angry men. Oh my lord! Pi pushed in, but no! 4 angry men were having none of it. Having absolutely none of it. And that's going to be the 1v4 from 4 angry men on the edge of the circle. Now in comes TMG on to the side of ST. And knockdown comes on through to help TMG drive forward. Lolita is going to be very, very careful. Not worth trying to go for the revive. In my eyes, at this stage of the fight, it's wasted time. It's wasted pressure that you can put on. Indeed, a confirmation from Lolita with the SLR onto the TMG backline player, which means TMG are going to be down to 3. And that's a beautiful molly into that building. Not quite hitting the mark, but that's a really well played molly. It does give STE the body advantage on the southern tip of the circle. That 1v4 from 4 angry men. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now TC have a bit more freedom on the northern side of the circle, shifting down in this phase 6 in their favor. They've TJB looking to find somewhere across the road if he can. Right now he's in the circle, but should the next unless the next phase shifts fit heavily in his favor, it's going to be a little bit harder for him to deal with it. And now as Thompson drives him through, lovely pre-fire shots with the UMP. Nice to see that gun being somewhat active, but Lolita jumps from the roof building and he is going to go against them. But it is still 2 players left off for the side of SC, and in comes the final kill, walked into the bullets. And SC are down to 2 players, but that's where Weibo are looking at this going, wait, did we see what we think we saw on the kill feed? Maybe we can take him out while he's hurting, but no, Weibo is going to be suffering, I think, at the hands of the other team that's down on the southern side of this circle. The last 2 players, sorry, the second and third players, yeah, Q9, I think put that player from Weibo under a bit of pressure, but now they're pushing in as a 3-man team, and STE going to be able to at least pick up all of that juicy loot from their victims in this PEL Game 1. This is the 2021 season, baby. This is a 2021 season. Showtime. Tulop as a full squad. A beautiful spread by STs. Showtime looking good, but they do need to hope that the circle stays in their favor. Shifts around northeast or even kind of east, it's going to hurt them. And no, 4 angry men are now going to go for the push onto TC. They gotta be careful. They gotta be careful. And that's going to be 1 player of TC getting a knockdown onto Suk, and it just Span that's left on his own. He has no full meds, but he has a first aid. That first aid, he might be able to pull something off, but he hears the shots. He's going to come in. M4, but that is going to be 4 angry men wiped out of here. 4 angry men. Hey, the pushes on the world stage might work, but in the PEL, where the standard is just a little bit stronger, you try and push in, especially as a 3-man team. I can respect it, but it isn't going to work out now. TJB are going to look to do something similar. They have a player in the backline. That player in the backline, if they can bait TC in, out of those buildings, that could be very, very valuable. TJB, they took out 4 angry men. They don't need to worry about pushing in onto TJB. They can just wrap back a little bit behind those buildings, but it's a beautiful knockdown to kick things off onto one of the TC players. Is Alan and one of his comrades to push in around, wrap around. It's a bit risky. It might not work out. A pre-nade coming on through. Only yes with the Thompson is going to get knocked out. TC capitalize onto the 2 players of JB by getting the knocks, and now it's just one left on his own, the last chance to loot. He gets a beautiful knock, getting forward without a scope, not a care in the world. Now gonna look to try and confirm those kills. Or Showtime off the circle, shifting up north. This is the compound to play for. The third party coming on through as Alan is gonna get found out inside the smokes of those buildings. Showtime are gonna be the winners of the battle of the compound in the north of the circle in phase 7, and down, wrapping down onto the south. This is currently outside this phase 7. Weibo onto SC2v2 as a revive being pulled on through. That is down and out. STE are out of here, and we're down to our final 4 teams, 11 players. This is wild, baby. This is wild. Tell you how to know the one with the umbrella like word in the middle is Hisaki. Do you know that? Is that confirmation? Like, yeah? Either way, wow, this game is absolutely crazy. Q9 though, who've been somewhat quiet. The circle kind of shifts on the southeast, but JD, Weibo going up against SC. Oh my lord, Z9 from Weibo. He's actually going to come in and get a kill and a knock, but unfortunately, ST, Showtime are going to, I think, finish off Weibo a little bit. And we're down to our final 2 teams. Q9 going up against Showtime that sprays through the smoke. Sunflower is inside the circle though. Sunflower is inside the circle on the very southern tip, while the rest of Q9 are looking to go for the revives. Sunflower is still in play, but what I love is that the 2 players of Showtime are on the northern east. They have the 3 players of Q9 pinched that are outside the circle. The blue zone is going to start closing in on this face any second. So Sunflower, I feel like, is going to be the last chance saloon for Q9 to claim this chicken dinner in game 1. Showtime have the body advantage. They're currently on 3 kills in this game. And that's going to be a knockdown. That's a knockdown onto one of the Q9 players. A lack of smokes from Q9, unfortunately, is going to help them to stay pinched in towards the edge of the blue and the edge of the circle. Not afraid to pull out the headshot bolt. They plays as Showtime gets another knockdown on the YZZ of Q9, and that's going to be the 3rd, and that leaves 1 more player for Q9. I said it was going to come down to Sunflower Ooh, and yeah, okay, he's inside the circle, but he is pinched by 4 players of Showtime. 1v4, the first aid gets pulled off as some Showtime player pushes on forward. As much as that's risky, I respect that. Why? Because he has 3 players in backline supporting him. And now he's going to have to be careful, and that's going to be Sunflower taken out, and that is Showtime claiming the chicken dinner for game 1 of the PEL 2021 Season 1. This is the first match as far as I know. As far as I know, that was the first match. Yeah, hi.
确实是聚光灯往这儿打，他们对于时间的把控以及节奏上的变换，让他们在与 TC 战队对决当中，包括佟家堡对决当中，笑到了最后，同时也笑到了整场比赛的最后。当然，这场比赛另外一个名场面，我相信这个赛季
Oh my lord. 178 people watching. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Feel free to, of course, share the stream if you're enjoying it and you're liking it. It'll probably get copyright striked anyway, so I'll lose any kind of I'll probably lose any kind of monetization, but I'm having fun. GG to Showtime, winners of game 1 in the PEL 2021 season. Insane. Nova getting 0 points in game 1. So RNG and 4 Angry Men luckily picking up 3 kills. So they get 5 total. This game. Okay, this is Saki. Look at the umbrella-like letter in the middle. Okay, I'll trust you. Lakshya.
难以忘怀啊！太混乱了，但是混乱当中，
Who is playing? Lots of teams.
我们来看一下前5名。
18 points for Showtime with the winning game 1. I believe that's 6 kills they got, 7 for STE, 6 for WBG, 6 kills for TC as well, to be fair. Can't complain about that.
现在我们的排名分往下减了3分啊，那没有想到吃鸡的战队
Need to get some.
就个位数，不是第一位数没有超过2啊，所以这样的一个分数只会让我们接下来的竞争刺激啊，再刺激。
不过有一说一啊，我觉得这样的一个改变呢，也包括圈型上缩减时间的这样一个改变。
Abo Reno 5 Pro Plus, the proud sponsors of the PEL 2021.
调不稳，至少能够打出来自己的东西。是，不过
Hiriam is my favorite caster. Thank you very much, Taki.
过程当中啊，确实是非常的激情啊，但实际
PL winner will go to PMGC. I don't know, to be honest.
有理有据。
DSM X4AM. Will I cast in the next days also? Honestly, Kingler, I probably will do a viewer party every day that I can. When will PEL end? I think it's for a month, so I think it's the 11th of April it ends, if I'm not mistaken.
赛季当中呢，我们明显可以发现啊，
Chinese guy with a beard. That's a Chinese Imperium. That is, you know, the Chinese guy with the beard.
别说了，这种
You know?
比赛打完之后
if he paints that beard ginger, it'll look exactly like me.
怎么说？
Showtime 是厉害了，Showtime 确实是第一啊。
好，那我们来回顾一下刚才比赛的胜利时刻。
Oh my lord.
OK， 右边反坡有一个，可以打一下哪个烟吗？
他打样。
Oh, that's the comms between Pi and 4 Angry Men. Let me turn the volume up for that.
进这边。
对。
锁，漂亮，谁救我 ？nice。锁。锁。无理。这有个。别急，就有一个
Gabby,
了。
you're amazing.
把你们俩人清了。他在后面。右边，我。炸倒一个。别急，我要打。
They all sound so calm. There's no like heavy screaming. Or I don't hear I don't know if that's
脸上，下面，牛逼，屁股还有一个。车，打了 ，nice， 补了，我在拿子弹，我最后压他。
I'm just trying to listen out for these comms. Okay. The new point system is I forget. So the point distribution, so basically you get 12 points for first, 10 for second, 8 for third, 7 for fourth. I'm actually gonna save this and then I'll upload on and then you get 1 point. You get 2 points per kill in the first and second zone, and then it's 1 point per kill after. Oh yeah, you're dead right, creep. You're dead right. Yes, of course I know Badrev from Bangladesh. Jayed, of course I do. Of course I do. The PMGC 2020 Chinese stream was casted by the same team. They're so good. They sound pretty good. Like, obviously, I don't understand what they're saying, Creep, but they do sound so good. Why the reducing the points? I think to try and promote aggression and kills. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. And yes, of course, I know Carnage Esports, the Afterlife. Yes, of course, I know Carnage Esports. Yes, TSM and they do have very heavy gun power. Fortunately, I haven't been able to see them. There's a PEL for Asia Invitational. Winner and runner up will be of every region will be invited. What do you mean? Oh, there's what? Is there an Asia Invitational for PL? I was watching the live stream earlier on Huya, but you casting in English makes it so much better. Thank you, Creep. Means a lot. Is Nova XQF? Yes, Nova are playing, and it's just Nova Esports. It's not Nova XQF, it's just Nova Esports. Are you gonna do the viewer party every match day? I probably will, unless I'm extremely busy. Lakshya, I will probably do a viewer party every day. Who do you think can match level of 4 Angry Men and Nova? Any of these Chinese teams, to be fair, they're all incredibly skilled. Can you do the casting with Maxman? Well, if he's free on any of the days, I'll try and plan some with him, Shivam. For sure. For sure.
VSPN 全球电竞领跑者，
加油！
Hey, I've got a...
新一季 PEL 和平精英职业联赛开启，
我们又能通过拼搏奋战，赢取征战 PC 的机会。
恭喜战马
加入2021和平精英职业联赛合作伙伴大家庭，
有能量放马来，
支持 PEL 冲向 PEC。
check PUBG Peace. Once Instagram story. Yeah, I'll check it out. To be fair.
好，各位观众，欢迎回来，我是解说 TG 赛渠道，
我是 TJ 大美，竞选快人一步 ，OPPO Reno 开路，必要官方赛事用机 OPPO Reno 5 Pro Plus 闪电启动，战进前进。有能量放马来，战马能量型维生素饮料即刻补充。
Okay, and this if you continue to spam the same message, Hungry Box, I really appreciate it. Appreciate if the point system also gets introduced into PUBG Mobile. Global esports is going to be lit. I low-key disagree, Hungry Box. I think 12 points per kill is a little bit too low. It feels like there's no proper reward for a chicken dinner. Okay, Imperial, I'm going to sleep. Have a great stream. Bye, Gabby. Loves you. You're amazing. Gabby, you're perfect. Never forget that. Yeah, where's Jimmy? Don't know. Will you cast EU PNPL? I don't know, Clydo. Sorry, bro.
正面实力早就被我们认可了他们唯一所欠缺的呢，就是在关键的时刻可能在抉择上面会稍微有一些犹豫。是不过第一场比赛，或者说只单论一场比赛来判断一支战队的这个好与坏我觉得也确实是不公平的。所以我们还是可以在接下来的比赛当中持续的关注我们。
Any news on PUBG? No, obviously I don't have any news to give you. Jimmy has family issues, I think. Oh, I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay.
佟家宝在这场比赛他们的一个突出呢，也是打得非常漂亮，
决策没错误，
是
决策没错误，
但是没有想到自己不是这个黄雀。
主要是 Showtime 确实这隔岸观火太久之后呢，一拍桌子这波必须要打。而 TZ 战队呢，刚才在怎么说呢？99的
Okay, sorry, Nista, but you're going to I'm gonna put you in timeout, Nista, because you're just asking the same question every single time. No, I was telling about the first 2 circles, 2 points per kill. Chicken dinner would be much easier. Yeah, the first 2 circles is a kill. That's pretty healthy, but yeah. Top 3 Bangladeshi teams is, I don't have a top 3 to be honest. If you're wondering if you're wondering they are talking with their coaches, yeah, I'm aware, Creep. I'm aware that they're talking to their coaches. It's pretty awesome to see. Like, dude, this is a LAN based event. Like, look at that venue. That venue is like so freaking OP. Like, You know?
面对这个镜头啊，眼神还是略微的有一些闪烁啊，这个还是这个舞台的经验，可能还确实没有身旁大哥哥来的那么多。
That guy's hair is pretty OP.
刚才的 4M 啊，把这个镜头当做空气。那大全呢，一个赛季也是非常的适应了现场的节奏。我刚才看到 4M 啊，就不得不说啊，这 4M 小小倩没有能够1穿4，主要是因为有一名队员火中做自己了，破案了。
没有想到我们的凯旋凯 W 啊回归了我们的赛场当中，第一次击倒居然来自于自己的队友啊！
那没办法，这我凯皇这锅不背啊。
没关系啊。
Good luck for Deadeyes, guys. Hopefully they go to PMWL again fight.
虽然我们玩笑归玩笑，在那样的一个
Okay. Top Nepali players. I don't have a top Nepali players. I love all Nepali players. Hey, SM bro, how's everything going? I like how Nova doesn't look discouraged. I feel encouraged just for seeing Order's face. Yeah, they shouldn't. It's only the first game. If you're discouraged after one game, you shouldn't be competing in PEL in my eyes. Yeah, okay, you know, the players always look serious, but you shouldn't look discouraged at all. Not after one game. It's a pretty massively long tournament, you know. Best PUBG player in your opinion? Don't have a best PUBG player in my opinion. Grubbox, you're OP. Thank you so much for interacting with chat and myself. So much, man. Much love to you. And everybody who's in chat, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. It's super appreciated for the support. Don't you think FPP should be in PUBG Mobile Esports? Yeah, I think so too, but I don't have any opinion on it. Look at them using claw socks. You should try claw socks. They're pretty handy. If viewer party is copyright free, no, I'll probably get copyright striked through them, but whatever, you know, nothing I can really do about it.
也比较硬了，我觉得往前冲，但有的时候呢，这样的一个抉择是要冒很大的风险。赢了当然是大吉大利，那万一是掉人了，那就是得不偿失了。
Like, yeah, please stop repeating the same message all the time, please. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. Okay, that was a mistake. No worries, appreciate it, my friend. Let's go, game 2. Game 2, playing path is underway. Why most of them are 5-finger claw? I don't know. You need a power? Can you need a power, Alga? Okay, let's get this show on the road. Yes, when will they start? Arena, well, they're starting. This game 2 is underway. Western playing path. We're going to see RNG drop down by Valdemar. Oh man, I'm trying to remember the area names of Miramar. Chimisera is going to be 4 Angry Men's to hold on to. DJB in Monte Nuevo. Pi is in El Pozo. There you go. I think like there's basically 3 teams in around Chimisera area between the kind of the west, the center, and the east. And then, that phase 1 is definitely tricky. That is not an easy phase 1 because that is already pretty much like a good 25% of the circle taken off the board. So, yeah, there's still plenty of landmass, but that, you know, instead of it being a phase 1 circle, it's already like a phase 2. So, obviously, the rotation is going to be a little bit trickier. Oh. Do you think because of the new point system, Assaulter will get more priority in the team? For sure, all teams will look to have developed and will develop their level of aggression above everything. But the team who overall is better at setting up a fight and positioning strongly to fight will come out on top than a team that is just going in all guns blazing. So you still have to have a bit of calculation. You still have to have a little bit of awareness about you as a team and not just go in blind on these circle shifts. Man, I love the logo for Nova for PEL. So different.
被蛇咬，10年怕井绳啊！那 TMG 确实在前期动作幅度太大了。
但是这个位置不
Time to make coffee.
TMG 的管辖范围吧？
就是说他们在进圈搜索的时候啊，就已经开始了要预防后面 TMG。
VSPN is the best esports solutions and provider in Asia, period. The way they conducted PMCO Globals in Malaysia and PMSC in Taiwan was fabulous. Okay, Swagita, I'm not going to comment on that.
因为决赛不是大家解说的嘛，季赛。
I'm not going to comment on that.
纵横欧亚，但是最终还是倒在了钓鱼城下。就像宙斯一样，最终还是倒在了 NV 腾讯视频还有 Forum 的脚下。
那你的
30 seconds until the blue zone starts closing in. Teams are going to start rotating into a circle if they're not in it. And if they are in it, they're going to start rotating more towards the central parts. Holding on to that kind of high eastern side, like the very eastern tip of the map. Sorry, the very western tip. My apologies. The very western tip of the map is actually quite beneficial, believe it or not. So I would have no doubt that we could have a couple of teams holding on to that very western side of the map. Because it's phase 1, it's not going to be really too risky. And it will actually give you a little bit of unorthodox freedom rocking into the phase 2. So I really like that. I really like that idea of a team going on the very western tip. And for the teams that are more on the east, by the way, because it's such a western circle, it might be beneficial for them to wait until phase 2 pops up before they move in. So you're not going to have too many teams scrambling for rotation in my eyes.
这次我看用几个右 ，Forum 战队离圈又是108000里，
用不着那么多，
没有那么多。
青铜城就在一波城北边一丢丢。
Is your position as a caster stopping you from commentating? What are you talking about? Yingwan Dius. Commentating and casting is a
拿圈中心的位置，在北侧的
are the same things.
那也未尝不可，那 Forum 就比较难受了。
They're both the same thing. Commentating and casting are the exact same thing, my friend. GGC PL calendar does not include PMGC. Well, that's because like PMGC hasn't been officially announced yet. So I'd imagine it would include PMGC. Have a check.
我非常的开心啊！结果一看还是 G9 在这一次是首发。 是啊，但是他确实是打得好，关键的时候他一个人突出了外围，打掉了一个独狼，让自己的排名分变高了。所以我们一定要尊重每一。
Will you cast PMPL South Asia? Probably not, unless there's a miracle and I get contacted. Like I would love to cast PMPL. I would love to cast PMPL South Asia, to be honest. I would seriously love to.
凭什么？因为他是3少呀，对不对？
这摩托速度是快啊
Or argument. Starting to rotate. Tiamba gonna play actually down on the lower island. They'll have to be careful that if they've done their research and they, you know, I'm not saying RNG always drop in Valdemar. I don't know at all, to be honest. But if it is a secondary drop spot for RNG or even a primary drop spot, then Tiamba should definitely be aware of that.
来看一下现在的竞圈路线来看的话，天霸战队啊，好在 RNG 是更往前走了一步，所以说路过滨海。
Man, I love the fact that also the casters have access to like, you know, screen graphics like that where they're able to point out rotations and positions. Like it's so, I really want that in a cast. I really want that in an event. If I could have that possible, it will make it so much easier for me to, you know, bring up my points and to color cast. A JDF on a JDE, should I say? Their rotation is so good.
准备时间或者说观望时间就更多了，说他们不就是吗？佟家宝着急了，那我等着呗。是啊，等你打完了我再上。
Such a good rotation from JD. That is honestly big pog rotation. Playing around the Ladrillera and Monte Nuevo Hills are also going to be quite important because we all know it gives that elevated information point. and having a healthy spread like ACT currently hold on to, that spread is, although it's a little bit in theory risky, as Svan gets caught out, he's wiped out of the board. The scouter for his side maybe went a bit too deep, and Pi. See, Pi paying on the very western tip of the phase 1 circle. See? Worked out. He got a kill. He got a kill.
把他们刷走，他们再去追
啊！你怎么就直接说人家刷走了呢？这还有在蓝圈之外的呢。
这其实也不是咱们说，这大家都知道，
懂的都懂啊。看一下下一个阶段。
Which game do you prefer, Game for Peace or PUBG? I consider them both the same game. Phase 2 though did shift onto the east, where pretty much the majority of the teams are. Nova's going to have an easy entry point on the Chumasera Hills, as pointed out by the casters. I love that. It's so good. Pi, believe it or not, aren't going to have too tough of a job. Of course it will be trickier, but there is a couple of hills on the very western tip that they will be able to hopefully move down to. They're taking their time, and I can actually respect that. While Tiamba, oh my, no, what? How did you fluff those shots, RNG? How did you fluff those shots? You had that Tiamba player down to like 5 health. Oh my lord. F in the chat, boys. F in the chat for that player of RNG. Oh my lord. Q9 with late rotation is actually quite healthy. It hasn't, I wouldn't say it's majorly benefited them, but yeah. So I just try and look at all players and try to consider them the same value. And Pi gonna catch out one of the, RNG gonna catch out one of the Pi players, and that's good. That's real good. Look at that pre-nade as well. That pre-nade towards the hill, that is so intelligent. Like, so intelligent. 77H with the pre-nade knock. It's so beautifully calculated. Oh my lord. Oh my god. What a makeup for that terrible fluff earlier on from the RNG player. 77H. Oh my god. Oh, that was insane. That was insane, man. That pre-nade. That pre-nade. See, that's the intuition, right? The intuition is just pulling out that pre-nade, knowing that the team's crashing on you. It is the best separation point, and never mind the fact that he got a knockdown on it. Oh my lord. That was actually like beautiful. That was actually so beautiful. Oh my lord. Oh, that saved RNG's game as well, to be fair. That saved RNG's game. Big time. Maybe Pi taking a bit too long to rotate towards the circle was kind of their downfall. But yeah. Wow, insane. Insane. DKG tries. I like that from DKG because having 2 players on that building on the high ground, and having that player forward, it's just a lovely support point. But that frontline player on his own is obviously at major risk, right? While ST are going for a straightforward rotation down the main road inside the circle, and that's where sometimes, you know, thinking outside the box goes against you, because most teams will be thinking, okay, we can't really cut through the middle of the circle or cut through that main road of the circle, so they all try to go for that kind of coastal line rotation. Whereas that kind of, in theory, leaves a bit more space. Yeah, we're going to, yeah, F. Yeah, so sometimes going for that straight direct rotation is actually quite beneficial. I remember, like, when I casted with Zute on the PMCO-NA, he kind of brought that up to me, and it opened my eyes a bit, because it's like, you know, we all, if all the teams think the same, it cancels each other out. So, you know, that's why I really liked that from STE. So now JDE going to be going up against Q9. Q9 with a late rotation. They are coming into this with, I suppose, a lack of information. Somewhat JD are as a full squad, but they're quite heavily split. It's a bit of a 2-2. As YZZ going to use that minivan to wrap down the hill. He's yet to get caught out. Now he's going to. That's a mistake made, and that is a kill for JDE. Nicely done with that Thompson. Suppressor on it as well, no doubt. Oh! Order of Nova stole that kill away. Just keep an eye on that. Order of Nova stole that kill from JD. I don't think JD will be too worried, as a power boy with the M16 gets a knockdown onto one of the Q9 players. So third party is definitely going to hurt Q9 a lot more than it's going to hurt JDE. Oh, fell down the hill before he could get a Molotov off, unfortunately. Man, and this is all outside the circle, by the way. This is all outside the circle of this phase. Forge centering up quite nicely. You got Tiamba, DKG, and STE. Well, STE are in a 2-2 split. But definitely Tiamba and DKG have the best position, with TJB also not looking too bad. If they can obviously gatekeep ST quite effectively, that would be pretty healthy. Is aim assist off? I think it is for Game for Peace, because it's hardcore mode, and now we're gonna get pushed upon by TMG. Actually, no, sorry, QQ9, my apologies. And now YDD and Nova. Oh no, under a bit of pressure, pre-fire shots through the window, switches it on over, and he finds it. YDD on his own. Coming in now, the rest of Nova are going to provide a level of support. JD might be able to capitalize on that, who have two players inside the circle.
那你要知道啊，可能作为老大哥来讲，可能嘴里边说啊，你稳住，我们马上就要来了。YDD 说别慌，我自己解决。有刘爷在。Hey, good luck in the PMUC finals, Hungry Bucks. Good luck to you, my friend. 其实和 4M 异曲同工，从区位上来看是異曲同工。I have 296 people watching, or 300 people watching. You bunch of crazy people. Thank you. ACD looking good in a 4-way split. Have an XXKU for. I would prefer a 2-2 split from ACT, in my opinion. At this stage of the game, phase 4, it's still risky having a 4-man split. 2-2, in my opinion, would be a little bit more beneficial. In theory, it's kind of a low-key 3-1, but it's not the strongest 3-1. It is more of a separated split. But Nova as a 4-man team going to be on the edge of the circle down in the southeast side. JD still split up, but those two players who are kind of just behind each other are doing a great job. Actually, no, my apologies, they're not really split up. They are quite nicely together as a full squad, but TMG have gotten behind them, and they have to be aware. They can't be tunnel visioned onto just Nova at this stage of the game. Nova trying to wrap around more on the eastern edge of the circle, but there's less cover, it's more flat, and that might go against him. But Order going there first. He's not really going to get a shot out too
heavily from that buggy vehicle, but now as he disengages away because the tires were blowing up, Order gets knocked down, and Weibo from behind on the more edge of the circle are going to engage onto Nova. A second knockdown onto YDD, and it leaves just one player left for Nova. Powerboy, they tried to go for the wise rotation, and maybe they should have just pushed in onto JD and went for the fight on the edge of this phase forward, maybe even chunked the blue zone, as Weibo are going to look to playing around TMG and JDE, who have that one player in the anchor point position on the southern tip of the circle. They have to divert their attention now onto both TMG and Weibo. A knockdown onto one of the TMG players is going to hurt their push, hurt their protection point inside the circle. They have one either side of them between these two teams, so trying to deal with both is going to be quite difficult. Oh my lord. Thank you so much, Amal Thapa, for the super chat. Really means a lot. Wow. Wow, man. I was not expecting that. And okay, thank you so much. As this fight goes on, 4 Angry Men gonna get engaged upon by TC. Oh no! That nade hit the door frame and it bounced back. That is pretty much game over in my eyes for 4 Angry Men. Just suck. Left alive. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Hisaki isn't looking too good right now, and Hisaki is just about going to get revived up in time. That Molotov, unfortunately, not spreading far enough for TC. But oh my lord, the revive comes on through, but another nade. Another nade? Is that another nade? No, that was a flash. That was a flash. But they have to push in. They have to push in. It's 3v2 between these two teams right now. And playing amongst the smokes, it's going to be a Molotov Molotov, oh my lord! That is somewhat kind of just, you know, self-sacrifice for the sake of self-sacrifice. And that is going to be 4 Angry Men wiped out of the lobby, and TC come out on top. That was frantic. That was crazy. That was wild. But fair play to TC. Kept the pressure on in the right way as JD are going to come in on towards Weibo. JD, I'm quite impressed with how they played, to be fair. I'm quite impressed. They're currently on 3 kills. But now they're going to have to try and take their last player. And in comes through the drive on by the JDE squad wipe onto Weibo. And now TMG going to look to capitalize, and he doesn't have time. And that is a confirmation. That is the third party, and that is TMG controlling this southeastern tip of the circle. But we do still have the last player of Nova, Powerboy, waiting in the wings. We know what he can do. He's regarded as the best player in the world right now. Can he live up to that name, to that value, to that namesake, the dynasty that he holds on to? Their team didn't have a good game 1, so picking up as many points as they can in this game 2 from kills or placement is going to be way more beneficial for their future games. Because Weibo got taken out and JDE, that does create a bit more space for last player Nova, but you can see ACT are spreading their wings on the eastern side, and it gives them so much more information. Even though the circle has gone away from them, it gives them so much more confidence that they can play up the hill towards that circle. There's a compound in play where the two players of ACT who are more on the kind of northeastern side of their current team's position will be able to move in on towards those buildings. They do have to thread with caution, because what we know, they might not know. Nova are out of the lobby, and we are down to our final 6 teams. Thanks, Asham. Appreciate it, man. Hey, look, you know, if you guys show up, that's as much as I can ask for and as much as I can appreciate, as the sunlight from the window is hitting my eyes. It's gonna make it a little bit harder for me to see things, but thank you so much, Asham. M16 is not the best gun ever. M16 is much different in Game for Peace as it is in the global version. In the global version, the M16 is absolutely trash. But in the Game for Peace version, it is definitely much more viable. Tiamba holding on to more than 50% of the play area. That's a really good point you bring up, but can they do something with that 50% of the play area? Can they control the actual game with the 50% of this play area? Of course, we'll have to wait and see. TMG are definitely not looking too bad as well. They're playing now towards the movement of the edge of circle while the blue zone is closing in. You know, hovering between the blue zone and the edge of circle movement is so valuable even coming into the late game, because they might be thinking, oh, there's like, you know, 16 players left for them. As STE are under a bit of pressure, one of their players is knocked down, but, you know, as much as they're thinking there's this many players left, they are, of course, having to be aware that there is a chance, should they go in blind, they can get caught out. SZ from RNG gets knocked down from... I love, by the way, in a side note, that the SLR is used so much more in Game for Peace. It's such a viable gun. We know the DMRs are, of course, more viable anyway compared to the global version, but to see them being used is just so good. Even guns like the UMP, not afraid to be pulled out of the bag when it's needed. Tiamba do have an MK14 that they're going to be able to use, while ACT still up as a 3-man team. I think one of their players is knocked down, if I'm not mistaken, but either way, it's hard to know exactly because the signs for things is not something I'm super comfortable with at the moment, but they are down a player completely. Yeah, they have 3 players left. I just noticed on the right hand side with that board. ST currently in 4th place overall. They're the only team in the top 4 to still be alive in this game as well, so they're going to be able to hopefully overtake a couple of teams ahead of them based on these placement points. But the circle shifts up to northwest, and that's going to help RNG, and it's even going to help ST, although, you know, as DKG look to push in, ST might be put under a bit too much pressure. It is obviously going to create a lot more hassle for the teams who are on the eastern side. We could see okay, what's up with the quality? So weird. Don't know what's up with the quality. I don't know if my... Interesting. No. No. Okay. Let me see if it'll show 480. I don't know what's up with the connection. No. The internet is fine. There you go. No. As far as I know, my internet is fine. I have all green. Nothing's lost. I don't know why. It's just a link. Obviously, must be a little bit... Oh, my lord. I don't know what's up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, let me refresh. Okay, then I get an ad. GG, well played. Bingo. Sorry about that, guys. Bingo. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, so Tiamba just took out RNG just like that. Tiamba with the beautiful push, and we're down to our final 4 teams. Sorry about the momentum being lost in the stream off the back of that. Should be back to normal now. ACT down to 1. You got DKG driving on through. Lovely pre-fire shot, but you got to make a chance so that you can't allow that revive, that heal to get pulled off. And there's the hip fire kill, the hip fire squad light from DKG. Once they can get the revive onto their 4th player, that will make it a lot easier for them to play down the hill, because let's make no bones about it, they have to push down this hill. STE, they're gonna go for it. He's gonna find one of the Tiamba players inside the Shack of Doom, the Shack of Dreams, the Shack of Destiny. Is DKG also gonna be able to pull on in the Om? The Om! Oh, 86 with the Om knockdown! Onto the second last player of Tiamba. That leaves Tiamba with one player left up. The final three teams, DKG, STE, and Tiamba. STE has one. DKG has... Actually, sorry, STE has two. DKG has four, and Tiamba has two, but one of their players, of course, is knocked down. That is so good for DKG. And, you know, like I said, having four players up makes it so much easier to deal with that downhill area and keeping one player on the uphill and the rest of the players playing down on the side of the hill. I know they got the knockdown onto that Tiamba player, but even if they hadn't have, they probably still would have been able to push in an effective manner. It just made it a lot easier that the knockdown came through from 86. And they'd been thrown up by Lolita. Oh, okay. That is great trigger discipline from DKG. You know, because he has to play down the hill, so him not making noise is actually more beneficial, because all he's doing is he's getting information for his team. And information is going to be powerful for DKG finishing this game 2 with the chicken dinner. There you go. He's out in the open. You got to get those shots off. Come on. Come on, Lolita. Oh, man. Lolita, how are you getting away? There you go. Spray on through is a little bit harder to deal with on the AKM. And that's going to be, fortunately, Tiamba getting the kill onto the DKG player. But it is going to be returned up as Tiamba goes down. So it's going to be 1v3. 1v3. Pre-nade through the window. Pre-nade through the window. And another one is going to be fired on. Flash from DKG on to the final player of STE. Gonna make it so much harder for him to deal with. He's gonna get one, gonna walk into second, but it's gonna be Tian to clean things up. And STE claimed the chicken dinner for game number 2. So good from DKG. So good. DKG claiming game number 2. I think I accidentally said STE on the side now. But either way, DKG claiming this game 2 in a really effective manner. Really effective manner. I'm impressed with DKG. They're impressed with that 3-1 push. You know, that 3 people wrapping around the side and having the one player taking his time. I do think he obviously could have gotten the knock onto Lolita without getting taken out himself, to be fair. Yeah, thanks for correcting me so quickly, but yeah, I recognize that it's DKG that took the chicken dinner, not STE. Indeed.
古巨基也是非常的自信，而且呢，他连夜的把之前几个赛季的比赛都看了一遍。哦，他说他找到的制胜方式就是从天而降。但甭管怎么说，确实天霸也是打出300 plus
people watching feels good, man.
ST 也没办法，
Okay, I'm a
在被 DKG 头顶上压制，而且最后挚爱的那一个伏笔也是留得很妙，根本不给洛丽塔任何的机会。
Let's see what is going on here.
来，我们看看第2场比赛结束之后的积分情况，从第6到第15名，分别是 TC、天霸、TMG 再往下的一个战队。我相信通过上一场比赛，我们也能够想象得到积分确实是不高。
我们看到双雄好像没有找到自己的节奏，现在来看的话是14、15名，而 TC 战队处在一个比较尴尬的位置，对吧？前5名直接晋级嘛。是。
其实这场比赛，我觉得天派战队啊，正面冲锋的这个果敢劲儿确实是在啊。对。但是往前冲锋的这个过程当中呢，我觉得还是可以稍微冷静一些，稍微等待那么一丢丢的时间啊，因为正如徐涛所说的，我们的我们的刷新的变化是能够给到。
I don't have a favorite team from Nepal. I love all teams. On a side note, so STE and DKG both, like STE, that consistency, 15 points game 1. 12 points game 2, that is very healthy with, I think, 9 kills. But DKG with 13 kills currently holding on to the top spot right now. That is very good. Even Weibo with 14 points game 1 and 6 points game 2. That's nothing to be sniffed at, to be fair.
排名前5的队伍数据，场均淘汰这个
What do you mean the PAL era raid?
一模一样啊，是，而
I'll
场
be
均伤
shocked.
害呢也是8、9不离10。你想想，在
This chat is much less toxic. Hey Zed, how you getting on?
明年的沙漠地图
Thank you to Nepal Air if he pulled off some kind of raid. I don't know how you pull off a raid in YouTube. I don't know if people are just trolling, but thank you Nepal Air if he did direct people towards my stream. That is very appreciated. Very, very appreciated. Or are you just saying people raid for no reason? Okay, cool. Oh my lord, there is a couple of seconds delay between there's a couple of seconds delay between the stream and the feed. And hello Diabolic, I'm good. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Bunch of fantastic people checking the stream out. Thank you so much to you all for tuning in. Really means a lot, to be fair. You just kind of sticking with me through this craziness. Okay.
你是有这个运营的空间的，你的地形上甭管是树还是房区，总体上来看的话，你都有这个掩藏的空间。是，但沙漠地图不一样，你看一下 DKG 第一。
Oh, Nepal Air shared my video. Ah, okay. Thank you so much, Nepal Air, for sharing my video. It means a lot, my friend. I'm not gonna speak about Godsend stuff because. Thank you so much, Nepal Air, for sharing my stream. Beautiful, thank you so much. That's what it was. Okay. Because I was like, I don't know, you know, I don't know anything about, like, you know, anything like grading, so to speak. James, yeah, thanks for letting me know, guys. I got the notification on my phone. I just obviously hadn't been able to check it. That guy's beard is so nice, though. Am I right? Like, it's so nice. That guy's beard.
因为现在我们缩圈速率啊，基本上海岛和沙漠是一样的嘛。是，所以说在这种已经适应了这个节奏的情况之下呢，也许现在成绩不好的一些队伍能够在
Bunch of legends. I can't believe like over 300 people watching just, you know, just to tune in to me. Passing over PEL, like, you know, because there's quite a few. There's quite a few people kind of doing this on YouTube, so it means a lot. Thank you so much tuning into mine. As my favorite caster, good Cruz, how are you doing? Love from Nepal, love to you and all of Nepal, all of Bangladesh, all of South Asia, all of India, all of Pakistan. You are all amazing. Seriously, so much love for all of the South Asia countries and the region as a whole, you know. Seriously, thank you. Where's your friend Maxman? I haven't woken him up yet because I hadn't been able to. So this is very last second, guys. Like, this is very last second. A couple of people asked me about viewer partying the PEL, and I wasn't sure exactly what time it was on today. So I woke up early, as it happens, and you know, I saw that I checked Memphis's Instagram story, and I saw that it was on. So I checked YouTube to see if it was being, you know, shown on YouTube by a stream, and it was. So I asked, you know, I thought I'd put the word out and ask if people wanted to viewer party. If people wanted me to viewer party, and they said yeah, a couple of people replied yeah. So I just literally, you know, got the stream set up super quickly, got the thumbnail made super quickly, and yeah, it you know. Oh, is Sandhog being played in PEL? Wait, is Sandhog played in PEL? Really? Thank you, Amwal, by the way. It would be cool to hit 10k. It's not the most important thing, but it'd be cool to hit 10k. Definitely would be awesome. What happened to Nova? Nova are just having a okay abs That's in Chinese, so I can't really translate. But yeah. Let's make it to 10K, guys. Just even like I said, sharing the stream is always just gonna be Shan, please don't keep spamming it. Please don't keep spamming it. I appreciate the support, but there's no need to spam for the 10K. Hi Imperium, I'm so confused about PUBG Mobile versus PUBG Mobile New State. What will happen when PUBG Mobile New State is released? Will Chinese players accept? It's a completely different game overall. It's based on the same IP, which is called intellectual property, but it is a completely different game. Whoa, that guy's suit is glittery. Sakib, it's a hard question to answer, like, in this state. But yeah, how many matches a day? 5 matches a day. Love from BTR. Hey, love to all the BTR. Don't worry, Nova will prank us all at the end. Well, to be fair, Amal, they did win PMGC finals, and like they were kind of up there a little bit, but they weren't like dominating up until like the very last day, right? And they got the tournament win in the very last day. So yeah, I'm not surprised if Nova are pranking us all. Gaming Pro Ocean is also streaming. Oh, okay, cool. What do you think about footballers Imperium? I wonder your thoughts. They're a fantastic team, but they have fallen off the wayside over the last okay, Kakok is and hello, Sinister. How are you doing, my friend? Much love to you. Sinister, yeah, from A1 is in chat, man. Give love to Sinister, guys. Please give love to Sinister. He's OP. He's OP. Woo! Give love to Sinister. Please, from A1, he is OP. He's OP. 用了哪些的技巧，但是接下来下一个问题就是来到了我们的雨林地图了。雨林地图首次加入到我们 PEL 的比赛。Will Nova win next PMGC? Well, we'll have to wait and see. 或者说是有没有什么技巧能够跟大家 Sinister is in the house. According to you, who's the best PUBG mobile player in India? I don't think there is a best PUBG mobile player in India. There's lots of fantastic players, and unfortunately, without any competitive tournaments, it's found harder to judge that at all. Okay, is this guy wearing pajamas or what? Because those look like pajamas. Are the runners? I love the casual nature of it, but that is interesting. PL offline, bro. Yes, PL is played offline. I'm aware of that. Sinister underrated. Sinister OP, man. What's the prize pool in PEL? I don't know what the prize pool. What do you think about Nova roster? Well, I think obviously it's a very strong roster. Okay, Mr. Akshay. Interesting. When will the game be back in India? I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. Okay, so this is analysis of some form. Oh, it's looking at DKG's rotational path line, I believe, from their starting point right up until their finish. Interesting. A mod Hamray Nepali Ho. I don't know exactly what you mean by that. Have enough. Often sick of India. Much love to you, Tushar. How are you getting on? Maybe he is following some fashion model from Future. Who knows? Hey, maybe. I'm just saying, they look like pajamas low key, but that's just, that's just me. Bingo. Bro, which country are you from? I'm from Ireland. Love you, Imperium. Much love to you. Bro, what's your opinion about A1 Esports? A1 OP. A1 Esports OP. So much love for A1. So much love for A1. Who's your favorite, Power Boy or Four Angry Men, Svan? I think both players are incredibly powerful. Why you don't cast PMGC? Roger 12. Don't know if you're aware, but I did cast the PMGC finals. A big fan from the PAL bro say one time. Skepti. Skepti9. Okay, interesting. Big fan. Hello, Daniel. How you getting on? We are just waiting on information. Obviously, we're waiting on to get into game 3. Of course, sharing the stream is always going to be super beneficial, boys and girls. So feel free to share it. Just so you leave the boy. Just saw how cute is this girl. Yeah, she is very cute. Yeah, I know. For God's sake. I think that, hey, look, they're all cute, right? They're all cute. You know, it may look like he's wearing pajamas, but they also look cute. Bro, did you watch Elementrix come back on PMCO? Yes, I did. It was so close. Yet so far, unfortunately, they left it a little bit too late. And it's one of those things. Opinion about Jonathan? I'm excited to see him come back in action in the future. Hopefully in the future, along with every Indian player. You think PUBG ban in India makes it easier for the South Asian teams for Nepalis to qualify? No, not really. Because at the end of the day, no. Overall, no. There's an element of truth, but no, it doesn't take away from the fact that they will qualify for the major tournaments and that they are playing quite effectively. I was accepted by University College Dublin, but they didn't offer me any scholarships, so I couldn't make it to Ireland. Sorry to hear, Aleph. I sound really sorry to hear, my friend. Curtis dressed like she's telling the weather at Miramar. That's actually pretty true. Oh my lord, that's actually pretty true. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that stage. Oh? Those. Okay. It's going great. Darksider, it's going great, my friend. I'm just dancing to, you know, some music on the halftime show. Yeah, you're dead right, Riaz. You're dead right. Horny, please, bonk, bonk. Horny, please go bonk, bonk. Sorry, Pro Dead Noob, I can't allow that. Obviously, the person that's streaming, on a side note, is having either there's an issue with the sound on his end or actually from the main stream end. I don't know, but either way. remember me, Impy? I probably do a little bit. Okay, one angry man. Please don't troll me like that. I will genuinely have no problem timing you out or banning you. Okay, man. Yeah, James, genuinely, don't hesitate to give timeouts, please. Blah. Is there any match yet? It should be coming up soon. Should be coming up soon. That was like the halftime show. Check. That was like the halftime show. Can anyone join this, or is registration required? Eminem, this is the PEL. This is the official Chinese tournament. So no, not anybody can join it.
找到最合适你的队友，没有拖家带口，只有强强联手。搜索“勾勾语音”各大平台均可下载。
Does somebody want to inform Eminem about his answer? I've tried informing him. Imperium Lord, man. Well, it's my stream, you know, and I appreciate everybody tuning in, but it's still my stream, so it's important that you look to respect my chat, respect my rules. I'd rather have a casual, positive, fun chat where everybody's having fun and throwing stuff out. Wish I could speak Chinese. I really do. I wish I could speak any other language than English. Well, or I wish I could speak other languages as well as English. There you go. That's the best way of putting it. Hey, bud, how you doing? Texted you on if during PMGC. Do you remember? Lots of love. Yeah, I'll probably do. Brownie, much love. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was viewer games. That's why I thought it was viewers. Thank you. Much love. Yeah, no, it's just viewer parties. That, you know, so it's kind of like me having a viewer party watching the games and doing a bit of casting as well. No worries, Eminem. No worries, my friend. 8% viewers from Nepal. I'm hearing love from Nepal. Thanks, Mr. Translate, please. Chinese, I don't understand. I don't understand Chinese either, FSCS. God, I want to get back to this stage. I want to be that. Oh, different casters. We got different casters, guys. Hello, my brother love from Bangladesh. Much love to you, Kazi. Results, I don't know, but different casters. The guy on the right, his hair is like OP. He has a mullet, and I love his bow tie color as well. Looking popping. Your voice is very robotic. Is it? Okay. Interesting. I want to see you cast so bad, mate. When there's a game, I'll cast it, Brownie. When there's a game, I'll cast it, my friend. Beard guy is gone. Bring him back. We want bearded casters. I know, Ashan. I understand, Ashan. Do I understand Chinese? No, I don't understand Chinese at all. I think you surely speak Gaelga, a little bit of Gaelga. How are there in China no COVID-19 measures? Because I know they dealt with it pretty early. I don't know, like. I miss your beard. Thank you. I miss my beard too, but I'm growing it back. I'm getting there. So Sanhok is game 3. Sanhok is game 3. Now, 4 Angry Men and Nova, in theory, should have an advantage on Sanhok because they played it in the PMGC and the PMGC finals. So in theory, they should have an advantage, but with the amount of time that the teams have known about Sanhok being in the PEL, they probably will have done a lot of preparation and a lot of research. Plus with scrims, I'd imagine there would have been quite a good few scrims. Yeah. Where's Geocast? Oh, can I? You can follow her on Twitter if you want, on Instagram. It's you. Ooh, look at the shiny ring. Oh, this stream is being a little bit poop right now. I was so disappointed when you guys were not casting. I texted you and Jukes, and if you actually replied, and we had a good combo. Yeah, Brownie, it was a little bit painful that we couldn't cast all of the days of the finals, but it is. It is. Hey, Lou, how you getting on? Much love to you, my friend. Imperium's an absolute machine. You're an absolute machine, Lou. Much love to you, my friend. Sandhawk with FPP. Yes, Sandhawk with FPP as well. Oh, my lord. Man, never mind Sandhawk on its own, but bring Maxman tomorrow. I'll definitely see if he's available. He is pretty busy at the moment. By the way, these stream issues are not from my end. That's from the stream that I'm aching from. After Trovo cast now, our viewer party Imperium and Beast mode. Hey, Beast of Level X, how you getting on, my friend? Much love to you. Imperium, we love you. Oh my god, you absolute wild man. I had a big crush on Geocast. Yeah, you can follow her on Instagram and Twitter. You can simp over her if you want. Oh my lord. Mohammed Reman. Hey, Mohammed Reman. How you getting on? Love from Pakistan. Much love to you and all of Pakistan, Mohammed Reman. Much love to you. Can you power Alga? Yes. Maxon making millions. He's busy. He's busy doing a lot of casting of Wild Rift. But indeed, he's very busy. This is what World League or PMGC should look like. It is, and hopefully it will, coming into the next year. Hopefully end the year. Endlessly searching for something is my Discord status. Thank you. Yeah, Nepalese don't use Trovo. That's true. Hello, Imperium. How are you? Very nice to see you. Thank you very much. Actually, it's very good to see you too, my friend. This is it though, Sandhawk, baby. Sandhawk, let's go. Playing path is pretty healthy. We know that Sandhawk playing paths tend not to be too important because the map is so small. We have ST going towards the northwestern island with ST in Ha Ting. Q9 are going to drop in boot camp with another team. Is that two players of JDE? No, that's Q9. Q9 and ACT. It's a boot camp battle right off the bat. Look at this coming on through as well as Pi onto RNG. The shotgun blast. YZZ of Q9 pushing it in. And they're going to take out ACT just like that at the drop of a hat. And then we're coming on over towards Paradise Resort. This is the start of the Sandhawk game. And this is action frenzied. Pi helping to get the better of RNG for the most part. Nice sprays with the UMP grenade being cooked up that might connect onto some of the Pi players, but either way, Pi are definitely coming up with the man advantage, going for the jump pre-shots. Beautifully done. Now switch on over to QBZ, going up the stairs. Gonna come in from behind. He's gonna get one. He's gonna have to switch gun, but he's most likely gonna lose his life. Indeed, that's gonna be the case. And Pi come out on top and keep themselves up as a full squad. Two teams wiped off the board just like that. What do you mean, Kamikaze? You want to see who's there? I don't know what you're talking about. Man, that's so good. That is so good. Oh, within the space of like 3 minutes, we've had like 2 squad wipes. Oh, now JD seem to be pushing on towards one of the Nova players. Paraboy running away. He's under a lot of pressure though, and unfortunately no scope. Oh, that's gonna be found though. Beautiful, beautiful connection with those shots from JD. to take down Powerboy and Nova. Split dropping, Nova did it in the PMGC, and it worked out for them, but I feel like it's not going to work in the PEL, split dropping like that, you know? Why global players are always using iPhone, we always see that Chinese players are using Android. Probably because, one, this tournament is sponsored by Oppo, so they're all using the Oppo Reno phone. Sakib. So, yeah. There isn't RNG. RNG have been wiped out just like that. I want to see a reaction of the players after playing Sanhok. You're dead right. Thank you so much for being... Oh! Wait, I didn't mean to delete that message, by the way, Ashan. My apologies. Thank you for being so humble and staying. Hey, you know, it's my honor. Like, it's my honor. Thank you so much for watching the stream with me. You know. Hello from Kosovo. Hey, Flamor, how are you getting on, my friend? Man, this is so wild. This is so wild. Hey, shout out to you, Abid, Shahor. Much love to you, my friend. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm probably butchering it, but much love to you. So JDE down towards the kind of bottom of the hill with 4 AM on top and a lovely 4-man spread. Suk has a beautiful off angle. He is away, you know, further from the rest of his team, whereas Hisaki and the crew definitely together in a strong fashion. I think Hisaki is, you know, now choosing to go a little bit more off angle. Suk is under pressure, but if he can stay alive, it will be very, very healthy to 4 AM and this potential fight with JD. This is the replay of what QQ9 did to ACT. When you both land in the lobster building, it is absolutely painful. They both went for the right call, and that was it. Like, you know. Okay, so Pi. Surprised Pi didn't drop in Pi Nan. Oh my lord. But Suk gets knocked out. That's a confirmation. That is really healthy for JD, but he's gonna get counter knocked and all that. Although that Tiamba with the third party, actually. Tiamba with the third party on the 778. That's Sanhok. You have phase 1. You have third partying potential, right? This is where these teams will have to be a little bit more aware and familiar with, you know, the risks of playing in Sanhok. You can't roam as freely. You can't really just move into the circle without really having the right information, and Pi are being put under a lot of pressure. Lovely pre-nade from ONES to TJB. It is going to send that player back into the building he goes. He is kind of somewhat on his own. Going to look to cook up another grenade. TJB, why aren't you providing your support in through the building? Pi is aware of that. Beautiful awareness coming out from both of these teams, to be fair. But Pi are under a bit of pressure. Back as a two-man team. ONES finds the second last player. Now it's just one left standing. And in come the cavalry to arrive and help get the squad wipe onto Pi. And that's Pi. Wiped out the board. 12 teams, 45 players before we get into phase 2. We support our Lac Nostra. Oh, Lac Nostra power. Whoa, Eminem. Wow. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Really appreciate it. Much love to you. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. It means a lot. It means a lot. Now, we do have Weibo and TC fighting on the outskirts of this phase 1 circle. It's not hard to deal with on the outside of the circle, but the phase 2 does shift down to southwest, so it's a familiar playing ground on this kind of circle in my eyes. Nova are up as a 3-man team in the trifecta compound, which is very healthy for them, and I don't know what's happened to the stream. Okay. Let me just refresh. Okay. At. Oh no, it's dead. No. Okay. Let's see if this one works. Okay, that'll do for now until the other one comes back up. It's not as full screen, but it'll do. Sorry about that, guys. Weibo being put under pressure from TC. Like I said, still outside the blue. We have phase 2. Gonna start closing in, or it has already started closing in. Allen is gonna be able to do so much from that side angle. He's been very careful though not to overextend, but he's flanking around in a really strong way, getting information. But now he's gonna go in on that 1v1. He's gonna get knocked down. Like I said, you can't go too deep. You have to wait for the rest of your team, and I think Allen pulled the trigger a little bit too early. But now the 2 remaining players of TC are going to drive on in. They've got a double knockdown, 2 players outstanding. And now it is just 2v2. Grenade being cooked up. Grenade being cooked up. But that is going to be TC wiped off the board. And Weibo will survive as a full squad. Oh, man. Man. Can we talk about how awesome that boogie looks from TJB? Can we talk about how awesome that boogie skin looks? That is wild. And even Jet Engine in the back, that is absolutely crazy. But he's going to get knocked down by Weibo. We're turned up though as TJB. Doing a great job inside the blue of this phase 2. And wow, 2 points per kill in phase 1 and phase 2 is definitely helpful in Sandhawk, I tell you that much. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Okay, TJB. What are you doing, my friend? What are you doing? 1 player is down. UBZ sprays. Gonna hurt Weibo a little bit. It's gonna hurt Weibo a little bit. The next circle shifts back up the north, more towards the mainland, where 4AM currently hold on to Bootcamp Hill. Tiamba are behind them in that compound that they moved to fairly early on. Q9 are still in Bootcamp, and what I would recommend they do is they actually shift. If they can take out STE, they shift to the coastal line. I do think they possibly missed moving away from Bootcamp earlier on, and that's something that these Chinese teams might need a bit more experience on with this map, is the disengagement timings from a city like Bootcamp. If you do it too late, you are going to get put under way too much pressure, and that's something they're going to have to think about. One of those things. 4 seconds until the blue zone starts closing in. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Whoa, Eminem. Whoa. We love you, man. You're the most humble, calm, and amazing caster person. Much love. These Chinese players are on a whole other level. Eminem, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Really, I don't, man, just thank you so much, dude. Thank you. I do this for you guys, for the love of it, because I enjoy casting, and I love being able to provide something for you guys. Unfortunately, there's no official English broadcast for. I don't expect any kind of financial reward, so thank you so much. And really, I'm low-key blown away. You're amazing. Thank you. But now as Q9 are gonna catch a ST coming from the Northwest Island. Give love to Eminem, guys. Please give your hearts to Eminem for that super chat. Let's share the love. Let's share the positivity as we are in day 1 of the PL 2021 season number 1 Uno. And right now, this is game 3. Sunflower is going to get called out. That's a confirmation. I don't know why you went in on your own without the relevant information, Sunflower, and you pay the price. Now it's just going to be 3 players left up for Q9. You can't do that. You got to push as a 2-man, right? You got to go in as a 2-man because you don't have all the information. SD have been given a bit of a chance to wing and a prayer. Plus, to be fair, you've got 4 AM on Bootcamp Hill. They should be able to overlook if they're able to get the information. They will have free reign onto whoever wins up on this fight between Q9 and STE. Man, TMG under pressure in the blue. It is showtime, baby. As the circle shifts on up. In on the Southwest Island, Showtime and TMG battling it up to the brink of death. Showtime are facing a little bit pressure in the blue, but they have players way healthier compared to TMG. And TMG, they will get that revive as Nova picks up a M249. They hold onto the trifecta area of the Sanhok map. It is a very, very wild map, and it's a big beast that you have to try and hold on to for these teams. And, you know, compared to Wrangel and Miramar, man, it's going to be a tough cookie to crack, a tough nut to crack. Showtime using their body advantage, using their player awareness advantage to look to wrap around TMG. And we see one of the TMG players and be put under pressure, gets knocked down in a very strong way, but be careful, be careful. There you go. The second knockdown, and that's where the cushion rotation formation from Showtime, just constantly moving and being aware. It's that perfect thread of aggression, control, and awareness from Showtime, not just running in blind. It is such beautiful awareness. But now TJB, we had the fight earlier on between themselves and Weibo, and it's still going on as the circles are shifting around. But Tiamba, I think, are third-partying this. Indeed, they are. Tiamba on the edge of the circle doing a perfect job. They did it earlier on onto, I think, JDE. But now they're doing it onto Weibo and TJB. ONES is aware of it, so he's going to look to cook up a grenade. But at the end of the day, that 2-2 split is going to go against him, and he's left on his own. The last player standing for TJB. ONES, let's see if he can be only A+ performance, as he's going to try and utilize the edge of circle position. He is closing in as phase 5 is about to pop up. He's able to survive, but he gets taken down by the play zone, and that is that. The end of TJB, unfortunately, as we are going to see it close in. And sorry, it wasn't JD earlier on that Tiamba got third party on to get the kill. Maybe it was, but either way, the circle shifts towards Painan. Weibo are going to benefit from that by wrapping around on the Painan area. It's going to be very easy for Tiamba, and if Nova, actually, sorry, not who is it? That's not Nova. It's that Showtime. I don't know, but if Showtime can get past Nova, that'd be very healthy. Nova opted to go up towards the Bootcamp Hill in that area, while 4AM are also taking a fight against STE. Gotta be careful about that. No, that was not the right time to peek that rock, my friend. Not the right time, but now you have to provide that support for your side. 4 angry men, you need to keep those players up. You need to keep those players up. Go for the jump shot from one rock to the other. Oh my lord, 4 angry men. That was poetic. The parkour plays proven to be instrumental, but that has given a little bit of time for Nova to come up the Bootcamp Hill, and it should allow both of these teams to somewhat coexist. What I like is that Nova are not looking to fight against 4 angry men for now. Showtime get taken out, and that is the end of them. 4 angry men are down to 2. You have 7 teams left up. a couple of solos in play. Tiamba, I do believe they still have a full squad or 3 players alive in there. So I know it is indeed a full squad for Tiamba. They're the only team with a full squad as well. Nova, 4 Angry Men, and 14th and 15th respectfully in the leaderboard. They need the massive result. They need all the points in Sanhok that they can account for. Nova under pressure from DKG, the winners of the previous game in Miramar. Nice sprays being fired on through, but DKG under pressure on the bridge between the Southwest Island and the mainland. They do have, for the most part, the players in there, but getting third party from 4 Angry Men. Order is going to get knocked down in the blue. That's going to leave YDD and Coolboy, the last 2 players up. Luckily for the IGL, is still alive, but the pinch, the pressure behind the rock, it's not looking good for Nova, as the blue zone is going to start closing in the next 30 seconds to push down the Southwest on the edge of Pine Island. That is even going to help both Tiamba and DKG. Q9 still in play. Let's not forget about them and what they can do. Currently 6th place in the overall standings, and JD is going to get that knockdown, that kill. 4 Angry Men. They're taken out of the game, and we're down to 6. We're down to 6. Tian of DKG was knocked down, but he's getting revived up as far as they know underneath the bridge, being the bridge trolls of the Sanhok game. Over-peaking it, my friend, over-peaking it. If you have a smoke, you can pull it off, but I don't think he does. I do not think he has a smoke in play. The only thing he can hope for is that the 2 teammates under the bridge will be able to put more pressure onto Nova, and we can see the freedom for him to push in. YDD! The headshot for DKG! Oh my lord, you didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming, but Coolboy answers back. He claps back hard. He cools him down. He cools him down, but DKG still have 2 players off, missing out on Coolboy, but that's going to be the end of him at the end of the play zone. 4 teams left up as Q9, Tiamba, DKG, and WBG are left in the lobby, but WGG, oh, you get caught out on the edge of Painan. That's going to be a knockdown. Pre-fired shots. Minsker is going to skirt his way through this game with the pre-nade, but it is Tiamba TT that strikes on up and gets a better of WBG. Weebo. Man, 3 teams left up. Tiamba, Q9, and DKG. 2v4. Tiamba with the full squad power, baby. Full squad power. Q9 onto DKG. Oh my lord, getting pinched from both sides. It's a beautiful Q9 and Tiamba sandwich on to the last remaining players of DKG, and now comes up to this 4v2. Tiamba knows it's a 4v2 as well, right? They would have seen on the kill feed that was a confirmed squad wipe. It would have been information provided, and that gives them so much more of an advantage. They're not even waiting for the next circle to pop up. They want to win this game before Phase 8 shows its ugly head, but it isn't going to be the case. 1 knockdown, that's going to be the game. That is Tiamba. Just as Phase 8 pops up, we see the game going over to the Tiamba in Sanhok, the very first Sanhok of PEL 2021. Woohoo! What a way! What a way to have this game come through. What a formation. We started with 2 squad wipes in the space of the first, 3 minutes? Man. Man. Then the end before just as Phase 8 showed up. Insane. Insane. Hey Sean, how you getting on, my friend? Woo! What's up, my brother from another mother? Insane. Absolutely insane.
第6名是 showdown， 剩下的是 JDE、ACT、童家宝、TC、PEL、TMG、恩威腾讯视频以及 4AM。
整体的一个积分
Oh man
差的不算特别大啊。
目前来讲，因为看到第6名其实是
Okay, let's have a look. Top 5, Weibo. Man, Weibo with 14, 6, and 19. That is insane. They're on 39 points in total with DKG and 38. Tiamba with that 20 kill chicken dinner in Sanhok. They're on 37 and Q9 35. So 4 points dividing in top 3. Good, bro. Just chilling, watching these absolutely nutty plays. How's your morning been? Well, I was casting until, what, 3 a.m.? Oh, Eminem, dude. Man, thank you so much for the super chat once again with a slice of pie. Very nice. But, Sean, yeah, I was casting until, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. PMPL scrims. I woke up. I got to sleep at about 4:30 in the morning. Woke up at, like, 9. Noticed that PL was kind of on and saw it, and then, hey, that's it. I just started casting. Concentrating and game sense of these players is on another level. It's insane. Love from Imperium to you. We love and respect you. Thank you. Actually, it really means a lot, my friend. Much love to all of you out there. Every Chinese teams here would win a global tournament easily. That is a silly thing to say, and you are incredibly wrong, my friend. Incredibly wrong. Because Nova did not win the global championship easily. 4AM did not win the league stage easily. Was the league stage a little bit easier for 4 Angry Men? Yeah, it was, but it wasn't easily. And Nova, they won the finals on the last day. So if you want to turn around and say that any of these teams would win the global tournament easily, go ahead and say it, but you are absolutely wrong, my friend. I'm sorry. You are absolutely wrong. What are you casting Imperium PMPL scrims or any tournament? I was just casting PMPL North America scrims. Hello, Ginger. Hey, MZ. Bonjour. Ça va, MZ? Oh, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Oh, my lord. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Oh, man. Zeus has a lot of potential. Very true. Very true. What do you think of new mode? The X-ray vision in new mode is too OP. Have you seen it? What, in the global version? Yeah. Wait, when you say X-ray vision, do you mean that shows where the players are? Eminem, you talk about in the huge man. Navi won PMGC easily. Did you see the result? Huge fan. How do you guys used to see Indian teams in a very strong way? Why not? Howard Nova and 4 Angry Men. They're not doing great, to be honest, MZ. They've had poor first 2 games, and they did do better in game 3, but definitely not the best. They're actually performing quite weakly. Damn, bro, that grind from you is real. Huge respect for that. Man. Sean, this is just for you, my friend. Can I get a hiya? That's just for you, Sean. Just for you, my friend. Did you see M24 gonna had 150 bullets? What do you mean MT? What, as in like he had an M24 with 150 bullets? Or do you mean M249? Yo, how's Nova and 4AM always throw near the start and then bring it back up. Yeah, exactly. Like PL is going to be a long way to go. Vizias now has to adopt South Asia meta, but then too, I guess they'll do best in South Asia too. No, all teams are going to give it their best in South Asia. PMPL, and I'm really looking forward to it. Right, the mix of Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan regions, and then obviously the wild card. Man, no, I'm really looking forward to South Asia PMPL. Exactly, MZ. You said it. All regions are stepping up their level. That is so true, dude. That is so true. Yes, there's a power you can see where enemies input. Yeah, yeah, I played it. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Weibo is ELG. Ah, thank you very much, Deed. Appreciate it. ELG is now Weibo Gaming. Thanks. To be fair, it's hard to keep up with the changes of the Chinese version of PUBG Mobile, right? And even just the esports changes. Cormac say, oh, okay. Suppose, you know, Valdez, the murder. Man, I can't wait to hopefully cast them in the future. Really miss saying their name, and I know they have a new roster for this year. I know that much, so I'm excited to hopefully be able to cast them. Guys, you have to watch African teams playing. There's something else. What if they get their server? They'll be beast for sure. Alicia, they're a growing region, and if they get their own server, it would be extremely beneficial for the growth and development of that region, because they'll obviously have lower ping. They'll be able to develop more strongly, etc. LMAO Imperium is a man of the people. You're damn right. You're damn right, Sean. Okay, let me see if this other stream is working now, because this one is okay, but it's like there's not as bingo. Yeah, this is more full screen. This is more full screen. There you go. Are you casting PMPL Europe? In 23rd, I think it starts. No, PMPL Europe doesn't start till later. And I don't know if I'm casting it yet, to be honest. What do you mean by priority boosts up the performance, James, in terms of, like, you know, registering, or what are you talking about, James? A little bit confused by what you mean by that. Oh. Don't know what I'm watching exactly or what they're saying, but yeah, interesting. Have you seen the new Red X suit? I love it. No, I haven't, Eminem, to be fair. Oh, these awesome casters. Oh, it's an ad for the Oppo Reno. Oh, okay, it's just an ad for VSPN. Okay. Up from India. Oh my lord. I want to meet 4 Angry Men. Unfortunately, I couldn't meet them in the PMGC finals. Hey, Ramon, how you getting on? Try watching SA, SEA scrims. Indian teams are doing really incredible despite using VPN to run the game. Yeah, fair play to them. Like, this is the first day. I'm sure Nova and 4AM definitely come back. Yeah, of course they will. In your country time, and where you're from, I'm from Ireland, and currently it's 12:41 in the daytime. Please translate Imperium. I don't know what they're saying. Sean, I don't know what they're saying. I can barely translate Irish, never mind Chinese. I love the fact that the trophy is a ring. You know? Or like a belt. It's either a ring or a belt. I meant that every region are getting their own PMCO. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, James. Exactly, James. Oh my lord. Game 4 out of 5, and we're going over to Rango for the final 2 games. Oh my lord. It's like a boxing ring. It's a belt. It's a belt. Oh man, imagine they had like a title belt for the winning team, and they could like walk around carrying the belt or have it around their chest. That would be so cool. That would be like so cool. You know, they could be like, I am the champion of the PEL. I like WWE wrestling, by the way, if you haven't realized that. Actually, while we're waiting for this game number 4, I'm just gonna get some water on. It's kind of, yeah, exactly, James. It's kind of WWE.
其实有的队伍他反而希望能够明天多打一天，不然就是没有那么快的一个适应一个节奏。你想啊，明天如果说休息的话，可能那些对手就是训练赛的一个质量也不是特别高啊。
确实可能有着能够多打一天正赛以赛代练的一个心态，但要我说还是保送更帅。
保送的话就是我们可以多观察一天嘛，其他队伍的一个战术打法。
先看到选手们也都在这边。 舒展这边脸上倒是面露轻松啊，他们并没有
Say something in Chinese. I don't know what anything in Chinese. I mean, once again, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Dude, like, much love to you, my friend. Did you see the PL calendar does not include PMGC? Well, it's not going to include PMGC because nobody knows when PMGC is, Abhishek. 你好. Well, you look like Braun Strowman. Bro, Vishal, that's like the best compliment somebody could ever give me. Dude, thank you so much.
休赛期啊，其实很多队伍呢是对自己的一个
Oh my lord
微调啊，有不少队伍呢其实是把自己的一个节奏加快了一点点啊，它的一个弱点。
Mooncast ni hao means hello. Okay, so there you go. I have said something in Chinese. I said ni hao. There you go. After PEL Season 1, new tournament called Peace Elite Asia League between 1 and 2 of PL Season 1, all PMCOs in Asia. 12 teams and FPP hardcore format. That's going to be pretty amazing, to be fair. Imperium Love from Bangladesh. No, Maxon is bulky Hugh Jackman. What? Maxon isn't bulky Hugh Jackman. You mean Maxon is a weeb version of Hugh Jackman? Oh shit. I dropped a load of coffee. Good job. I don't know why I like Irish accent. I don't know why you like Irish accent too, but a lot of people tend to. But this is it. We're into the 4th game of the day and we're onto Erangel for the very first time here in the PEL 2021. Let's go. Let's get the show on the road, man. Let's get the show on the road. Oh, and then this stream decides to be annoying. Yeah, let's refresh real quick. Okay. Okay, and then it works. Oh my lord. I don't know if, what do you mean by map tracing, Garvit? What do you mean by map tracing? Okay, whoa. Is, oh my lord, come on, stream. Come on. Okay. Rubik Gaming. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rubik Gaming. Hi, Rubik Gaming. It's an honor to have you here, my friend. You're season 16 #1 Conqueror player from Nepal, bro. Rubik, teach me, man. Teach me. Can you help me to get good at this game, Rubik? Phase 1 circle of Erangel is very heavily up north / northeast with the river in play. You also have Stalbar for now. And even Severny in play. DKG have dropped in Rozhok. Oh no, map tracing isn't on. If that's what you mean, Garva. No, map tracing isn't on. So the teams I don't see where the shots are coming from, if that's what you mean. I think. Sorry. I'm gonna try this other while it's early game. I'm gonna see if this stream is back working again. Okay, I have not. Hey, cool. Your voice is so good to listen, best caster. Thank you. She really means a lot. Oh, okay. That might be a stream issue from their side. Wait. Yeah, okay. Okay, that stream is broken. Okay, that's fine. That stream's broken. Okay, cool. Cool.
目前来讲呢，他们是引入了一个新指挥苏南，也看一下在秦九跟 NV 腾讯视频在他们前面是两座大山的情况下，我能找到一个什么样的契机从他们之间进圈？
苏南其实至少从今天前两把的比赛来看啊，他跟其他几个人的磨合还是非常不错的。
Okay. Imperium, have you seen this? The highest bidder this year put on Chenji, where he bid at price of 10 mil Chinese. And LCD Gaming signed the start. No, I didn't know that, Papone. That's crazy. That's pretty damn crazy. If Elementrix approach you for a coach, what do you reckon? I probably wouldn't be able to accept it because I'm not a good enough coach. Amal and plus, it might jeopardize my ability to cast in future events. If I'm coach of another team. So, I probably wouldn't be able to accept it. I would definitely think about it, though, but I don't think I'd be able to accept it. Dude, I got into your casting because you have the beard and the face like Braun Strowman. I'm disappointed to see you shorten your beard. Michelle, I'm growing it back, but there's reasons for it. I have a video on my channel on a side note. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuning in currently. You can feel free to share the stream if you wish. But otherwise, just I hope you are enjoying it right now. We are in PEL 2021 season, day number 1. This is game number 4 out of 5. 5 games per day, it seems. Yeah, it's so hard to kind of keep up with news, James. That's the thing. It's so hard to keep up with, like, everything. Because, you know, I've got so much going on, so it's kind of always hard to keep up with everything, to be fair. It's for a while. I have tournaments to attend, but I have fun. Rubik, thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. Have a great day. Have a great day. Okay, so here is how it's looking right now with this phase 1. Teams are starting to rotate their way in. I need to get into casting zone. STE are still looting up the Primorsk and starting to rotate and loot at the same time. JDE and TMG both still in Military Island. Because it's such a north phase 1 circle, it makes sense that they are taking their time to rotate into phase 1/phase 2, because by that time most of the teams will already be more towards the center of the circle, so it will give them automatically more freedom to rotate onto the edge of the circle. Yes, they're going to be going in with a lack of information, but that safety is much better calculated, and it's going to give them automatically more time coming into phase 2. When will PMPL start? It depends on the region. Different regions start at different times. Salvatore. I'd say official news will be put out as soon as possible. JD now starting to move their way in from the blue zone across the Military Island with their multiple vehicles and the beautiful skins around it. On a side note, EB28 and a M762 for one of the TJB players. DP28 I think is going to be a powerhouse of a gun coming into PL in my eyes. So I'm really looking forward to see if that's going to be the case. By the way, Gervit, on a side note to everybody, it's actually apparently just Nova Esports. It's not Nova XQF. I know that's kind of common, but it's just Nova Esports on a side note. Which teams are you rooting for? I'm rooting for all teams, to be honest. You know, I suppose I'm allowed to technically have favorites, but you know, I'm genuinely rooting for all teams. Q9. Now I'm gonna move towards the edge of Roshawk. The edge of Roshawk, the eastern edge of Roshawk, is gonna be a very healthy spot to position yourself in for a team, because in my eyes, it's going to allow you to react a lot better, and you're not stuck in the city on the edge of it, right? It means that should it kind of shift to the west, like Q9 are so nicely positioned, so are Nova across the north of the river. TC in a good spot, but the circle shifts to the west, and that's going to unfortunately put more pressure onto the likes of ST, RNG, even Pi a little bit more. Although Pi, what they could do, and this is really wild, but what Pi could do is, as I'm actually going to use my mouse, Pi could actually go around Stallbar and come in. It's a very elongated circle shift, but compared to going straight, where there's a more chance there's going to be teams already there, wrapping around Stallbar, it could work. I'm not saying they should, but it could work. Why do you think that Chinese region is better than the rest? That's not that it's a difficult question to answer, but it's difficult to answer while I'm kind of casting. Anurag, it's a good question, but it's a difficult one to answer in this situation. Which one do you prefer, this PMPL South End? I don't prefer anything, Salvatore. You know, I don't have a favorite. I just enjoy PUBG Mobile Competitive. Simple as that. EP28 onto one of the ST players. Let's even get, if he can get away with it. He is going to get away with it, but at the end of the day, ST are going to continue to be put under pressure. 77H of RNG going to push on forward. Chucks out a Molotov. Very nicely done, but it's not far enough. It needed to be high ball rather than low ball, as he chucks up a smoke. Try and give himself a little bit more cover. He has a couple of players in the back line, but they're a little bit more out in the open. He has to try and create a little bit of space. 77H, maybe wrap around on the other side of the wall. But now, the RNG player is going to play out in the open by the side of the road. SZ is going to get knocked down. That was a little bit risky. And he's going to pay the price. 77H and the rest of RNG, they are feeling the burn, feeling the pressure. They do still have 3 players up, as a grenade is going to be cooked up on the other side to try and allow SC to stay alive in this game. Lovely grenades being thrown out to push back that player from ST. But guess what? Pi, who did choose to wrap around Stallbar, it seemed they did that rotation that I recommended, now might be able to third party on this fight between RNG and ST, so we'll have to wait and see. RNG are going to lose their teammate. They're going to look to maybe back away from that and just disengage away from the fight completely, or they're going to look to try and somewhat, they're going to pick up his teammate and go, hey, it's not worth us holding on to this fight. We're better off just backing away and, you know, we'll suffer our loss. That's very clever from RNG, and I respect them for that. It doesn't mean they're automatically going to stay alive, though, because 4am are waiting in the wings on the northeastern edge of the circle. But Phase 3 has shifted up north into the northern side of the circle. No join membership button. I don't know if I have it set up. Eminem, I might look to set it up. But because I don't stream here that often, I didn't want to, you know, I'm not trying to, like, gain a load of money from my YouTube channel. So, you know, yeah, I'll have a look at it, though. Thank you so much once again, Eminem, for the super chat. You are absolutely incredible. It really, really means a lot, my friend. It really means a lot. Obviously, it puts a lot more pressure on the teams down south on this circle shift. You can still play on the very kind of northern edge of the circle, like ST seem to be doing. But now Pi are going to crash in on towards ST, maybe do what RNG couldn't do and take this fight more towards out in the open. It's a beautiful knockdown from the ST player before he gets clapped back. So the player advantage is going to work out for Pi in amongst the distance, and we still have 15 teams up. ST are down to 1 player, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 1 player left standing for ST. Oh man. 4AM still kind of waiting in the wings on a side note. Still waiting in the wings. No, ST have 2 players up. My apologies. I thought ST only had 1. They actually have 2 players up.
对，往北部走肯定很比较困难。我这边肯定还是建议派呢是往南部去切。南部这一块呢，包括靠东部整一片啊，它的一个小厕所非常的多。不过说如果你去了厕所的话，那这个载具可能就大概是
TMG.
只能等这个信号去往回刷，或者说去抢一下。
See what they can pull off is TJB are gonna play around the shooting range. Playing around shooting ranges is so tricky. I would not advise playing around shooting range for the most part. It's phase 3, so it's kind of okay. And based on the circle shifts, there are less people on the northwestern side of the circle. But yeah, man, I still think it's quite risky playing around shooting range. The hills of shooting range are tricky enough. Never mind shooting range itself. Luckily, that player from TMG does have the wall to his advantage, and then we have the other TMG players going around on the other side. So in that regard, you know, it's pretty healthy, but bingo. TMG onto TJB. Hopefully will work out, but TJB above everything kind of have more players up in the circle. RNG though on this phase 4 shifting down south could third party this one while the grenades and mollies get thrown out in amongst the smokes to try and confirm more kills, more knocks, and that is going to be a dispersion, and only S she'll get confirmed up quite nicely. Now the rest of TNG are following suit. There you go. TJB under more and more pressure. 1 player in the smoke. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And the smoke disperses. Now using more grenades in towards the area of these smokes. TJB still have 2 players up. Oh, he's going to try and disengage. Wait, he's going to get knocked down. Nicely done. Nicely done from TMG. They created that pincer movement. They wrapped around in a strong way, and it was a very well coordinated attack, and that leaves 1 player left standing as Nova by a shack, by a little bit of a bench. But they are pretty nicely inside the circle, and they get a kill onto one of the Weibo players. Yes. Let's go. And alive on the east. They made a bit more of a rotation on the east, and Pi's rotation pathline in this whole game has been really commendable. You know, they've been constantly moving. They haven't been afraid to reposition, and they look confident. I'm not saying that they're in the absolute, you know, prime position, but in terms of from phase 2, they were quite heavily away from the edge of the circle. They've done a great job. Wow, I'm apparently only 200 subs away from 10k. If you would all like to share the channel, that'd be like super appreciated, but otherwise I'm not gonna worry about it. Powerboy doing Powerboy things, you're dead right. Dude, of course we know you're not looking for money. It's just our way to show our support and our way to let you know that you're the best. Best dude, Eminem, man, the super chat, you're absolutely incredible, man. Thank you so much, dude. I will look to see what the situation is with membership and see if I can set it up and offer something as a return, and maybe see what I can do, you know, because if I'm going to be, I suppose, if I'm going to be streaming PEL is, you know, as I'll probably get copyright strike and lose any kind of monetization on the streams, yeah, I suppose it you know, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But again, it's not something I'm heavily worrying about, as ACT are definitely worrying about Pi in front of them. on the eastern edge of the circle. Pi a little bit more out in the open. ACT have a bit of a low ground cover, but Pi with the knock with the AKM. That is going to hurt. That is going to hurt them quite heavily. Quite heavily indeed. ACT. They also have to deal with Q9 on the southern edge of the circle, but Q9 are up as a full squad. Tiamba pushing on in. Tiamba from behind. Pirates suddenly down to just one. Their second player is knocked down, and Tiamba, wow, they are the third-party masters of this game. They've done it multiple games, and I thought Pi had less players left up, but the R&D now finally down to one. They get taken out. Tiamba with the squad wipe. They pick up, I think, now 6 kills in this game. Boom. Job done. Sean, offer fee picks for membership. You clean up. Oh my god, that's not a bad idea. With a free for the membership, as Nova are going to get crashed upon by Q9, but they're dealing with it valiantly, and that's Nova. Order with the 3-piece on the Q9. That was a 1v3 from Nova Order onto Q9. You made the crash, but you're coming up against a beast, and that beast is called Order. Man, so good. Now ACT onto Tiamba. Tiamba to reposition off the back of taken down team previously, and now they're dealing with ACT incredibly well. It is just that 2 players left up for their side, but they've gotten 2 knocks onto ACT, and the other 2 ACT players are further back. I don't know why they didn't go for a full crash or a 3-man crash, but now they're going to send their second player up. I know you have one in the distance, but all he's going to be able to do is back off and go around the corner of that warehouse, and that was a very, very wild push from ACT. That was definitely poor, very, very poor. But now 4AM going up against RNG. These 2 behemoths of the PEL. Pre-fire shots. Oh, 4AM. Gonna be put under a little bit of pressure, but they are both being aware of what they're both doing in amongst a warehouse just outside of Stallbar on a very high ground mountain. The grenade's being chucked up by 4AM, and it's going to be a knockdown by RNG. They kick things off. They started. It's going to be a second knockdown by RNG, and that's going to leave 4AM down to just 2. Down to just 2 active players. The other 2 players are going to be knocked down, but now RNG are going to go in for the swarm. Sucking the back line. Sucking the back line while the revive is getting pulled off onto Asaki, if I'm not mistaken. But the confirmation leaves 4AM down to 3. Chuck a Molotov. Spread your wings out, and that's a knockdown from Suck onto RNG with the AKM. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. But RNG use the crates to their advantage, and it's another knockdown, leaving just 2 players left up for 4 angry men. Looking angry, but they're not looking as 4. It is just 2 left up, but 77H is going to be having to deal with this, and that is 4AM coming out on top against RNG, and as soon as that happens, TC are going to push on up. Tiamba are also going to follow suit. It's a 3-way battle as 4 angry men get wiped off the floor, and now we're down to Tiamba and TC. This is absolutely wild. What the hell is going on? These Chinese teams have no control. They're unleashing the fire, unleashing the flames on this Erangel game, and phase 6, 27 seconds left on the clock and counting before the blue zone starts closing in. It did shift away from this massive high mountain warehouse, but they both opted to go for the commitment before the circle showed on up. They would have heard the shots. They recognized that there was a little bit of a third party potential, and oh my god, this is so crazy. Of course, it's a little bit of a reconnect as Tiamba tried to gather their thoughts, gather the revives, and keep themselves up as a full squad. If that can be the case, it'll be pretty healthy, but TC are going to push on in through the smoke, gets a knock. It is going to be traded up quite nicely. Allen needs to do something. He's going to have to try and look out for the footsteps. He finds one. He's going to look for another. Switches on over. Gets the drop shot. TC Allen with a 3-piece, my lord. Oh, man. TC. And we're down to 4. They're the only team on the northern side, by the way. They're not in the circle, but they're the only team on the northern side. Now, they do have to go downhill, so in that regard, it's a bit tricky. But with all the teams battling down the south, it will give them more time to push down. With the road in the way, Nova on the STE. You also have DKG from behind. This is Nova racking things up, looking for the power play. Power Boy, they're on a total of 13 kills. Nova Esports are right now. Order with 5. Power Boy with 4. YDD with 3. Now Order gonna push on him, but he is gonna get knocked down by the STE player in the shack, and YDD goes down. It's been a very heavy kill game during the top 4 either way. This is a refreshment of the Nova we've seen in the past, but in the end, Cool Boy with the Groza cleans them up, and that's gonna put them into the top 3 and keep them up as a 2-man team. Power Boy and Cool Boy just gonna be the boys in the hood for Nova coming into the final 3 teams. 3v2 v1 as far as I know. My lord. Actually, it's 3v2. It's 4v2 v2. Either way, 3 teams left, 8 players. Power Boy gets knocked down, so the push is going to be flowing on through. It is indeed 4v2 v2. There's 2 players of STE in the shack that didn't quite realize Cool Boy is just better off after getting the revive playing into the shack. I know TC have looked to now envelop the remaining players and the remaining teams in this lobby. This is crazy. This is crazy. He's going to spot defeat a Power Boy and he gets knocked down. Nicely done by TC. Like, it's so good, right? Just giving them no space. Like, even if the circle is against them, having that player wrap around, they know they have the body advantage, right? They know that they have the body advantage. But now Cool Boy is not going to have time to get first aid off. He's going to find one. Get the confirmation. Good. Get the confirmation. Switch on the gun. But it's going to be the kill, the squad wipe. And it doesn't matter for TC because they do have the man advantage. 3v2 losing one is going to hurt them a little bit. Plus they're outside the circle. So they do need to get a golden knock with that DB20 onto the players of STE. But they have a couple of vehicles that they're going to be able to utilize. And indeed that's going to be the case. Wrapping around once again inside the circle on the edge on the northern side. Send one player in, get that angle while the other 2 play around. Plus picking up that loot crate will give them the level 3 gear needed to sustain and survive in the final moments. And we should see an a TC chicken dinner in game 4 of the day. This is beautiful stuff from TC. They're on 6 kills, looking to get 8 and finish this game with a chicken dinner. But STE are looking to do similar. They're looking to get onto the high ground. And knockdown comes on through and one of the TC players. It's down to 2v2. Can Lolita his way into a chicken dinner position for STE? Or will TC crumble STE down to smithereens, playing across the shack with an Uzi long range? It's beautifully done. But STE from the high ground gets a second last knock, and now it's just one player left standing for TC. He has a ghillie suit, he has a level 3 gear, but he is the man disadvantage. It was all looking so good for TC, but STE have wiped them down to just one. As the 2 players of STE are firmly set inside the circle. It is gonna be the double angle play for STE, as they just have one player left in their sightlines. A grenade being cooked up. This could be a beautifully long range grenade. Will that be a Kobe? Not quite. It hits the edge of the rock. We don't see the path line of the grenade, but we're going to see another one fly on through. He doesn't have any smokes. That one's going to put him down to half health. That one's going to put him down to about 25 health. I don't know if ST are aware of that, but a Molotov is going to cook on up, and he's going to burn to the ground. STE claim the chicken dinner in a wrangle. Baby. That was a pretty kick-ass game, if I do say so myself. Man. That was a pretty kick-ass game. Shit, dude. God damn it. That was a pretty kick-ass game. Man, I was feeling that one. I was really feeling that one.
选择非常的一个果断啊，他在知道这个 NV 腾讯视频战队是一个分战之后呢，果断的先去把单点的令儿给冲了，对啊，拿下了这个选择权最多的一个厕所。啊，那另外一边 PC 呢，我觉得他比较可惜，就是他其实已经知道厕所只有一个人，他选择了4个人都往前去进。那我觉得北部这边高点的优势，他
Man, I was wilding on that game. Absolutely wilding.
那你的本身的优势就没了。如果你一开始你就留2个人，可能在北部这边架着，那苏南车其实不可能有机会拉上来。对，就是枪线永远还是要布置的更完善。
Man, Q9, TC with, you know, up to 33 kills. You have Nova. Yeah, they'll definitely have made it into top 5. TC still got a fantastic result, to be fair, but because in game 3 they got 0, it kind of hampered and it bogged down this good result. But now the top 5, indeed, Nova into top 5. Tiamba still in first on 52. STE with that chicken dinner have jumped up to second, just 1 point behind DKG in third. Still good consistency from DKG. Even STE 15, 12, 21 and 3, so 1 bad result out of 4. That's so healthy. You know, Weibo are probably the team that are the most inconsistent as of right now, right? You know, they've had 1 good result, a 0, 1 good result and a 0, so they need to have like 2 good results in a row. I know it's only day 1, but I will be genuinely keeping an eye on the patterns for how these teams perform and the results. Man, am I on 10k subs? Am I on 10k subs? I hit 10k subs! Whoa! Okay, I hit 10k subs on YouTube, man. That is crazy. I can't believe I'm on 10k subs. That is amazing. Oh my lord. Thank you so much, everybody, for yeah, just thank you so much. 10k subs is pretty damn crazy, to say the least. Yeah, I hit 10k subs. What the? Oh man, I'm both shocked and appreciative of hitting 10k subs, and thank you so much to everybody for tuning into this stream, for helping me reach 10k subs. That's pretty wild, man. I never in my lifetime thought I'd have a YouTube channel hit 10k subs, and although I don't stream on it that much, I'm not super duper active. I try to make sure that when I am active on it, there's a meaning behind it, there's a reason for it, and you know, providing these kind of viewer powers and these kind of streams is part of that. But wow. So this is okay. So this is actually a 1v4 from Order. That wasn't a 1v3. That was a 1v4 from Order Nova. I can't believe Order got a 1v4. Hey Hater, how you getting on? Love from the pal area. Love to everybody. Just love to everybody, man. Can't believe I hit 10k subs. Dude, that is mental. Hey Highland Wolf, how you getting on, man? Dude, that's absolutely wild. Love you, man. Love your voice. Love your casting. Thank you so much, Basant. Really means a lot, my friend. Really means a lot. Dude, I can't believe I hit 10k subs. That's wild. I didn't think I would. Like, you know. Dude. Crazy. 10k subs. Shit, man. Can we hit 50k? No, I joke. I'd have to continue putting out massive content if I was to hit, like, you know, 50k, but I'll keep on doing these viewer parties, and I'll keep on doing my best to justify the subscribe that you've all hit on my channel. It means a lot. Learned the French. DEVOIRS? What do you mean by French divorce? What? Yeah, also give love to Eminem, by the way, in chat. I know that might be like Eminem. What, like the rapper? No, the guy Eminem in chat who's been the one to throw super chats my way, and you know, let's give love to him. Thank you so much, my friend. Look, like, you know, freaking hell, man. See, man, Eminem, dude, man. Let's give Eminem OP in chat, guys. Eminem OP. Mwah. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, divorce. Dude, I don't know French. Go away, Highland Wolf. You burn your French, you freaking tête de biche. A joke. I don't mean that. Give love to Eminem. Guys, give love to Eminem in chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you, Unseen. Dude. Wild. Absolutely wild. Dude, 10k subs. What the frick on a stick like? 360-degree drop shot OP, yeah. You should request PUBG for doing PMPL South Asia viewer party would be so good. No, because James, because PMPL has an official English broadcast, I wouldn't do a viewer party stream for that, because I think it's kind of disrespectful to the English casters and even to the broadcast itself, and because they're taking the time to put on an English broadcast. The reason why I do for something like PEC or anything else is because there isn't an official English broadcast, so you know, it's fine. Whereas on a stream that has an official English broadcast, it's not something that I would do. Thanks, James, for suggesting it, but it's just not, you know, again, because, you know, I know people view our party for, like, you know, broadcast that I cast, but, you know, I'm getting paid to do those broadcasts, and if people don't tune in, then you know, it's harder to justify the event. Okay, so actually that's bingo. Okay, we're back. Thank you, Nepal Air, for congratulations on the 10k. I'm sure. How did it feel for you, Nepal Air, when you did hit 10k? And you know, does it feel as amazing as I feel in the PAL era? You know? Does it feel as amazing as it feels for me? Because it really does feel amazing for me. Oh my lord. Super talented. Oh, James, you legend, man. Ah, Sean, you legend, man. No, he shouldn't super chat me. You know, the fact that he's tuning in and he's subscribed to my and shared my stream on his community tab is you know, the best that I could you know, is the best I could ever ask for. It feels very amazing to get double digits. It feels very amazing. Of course, everybody, if you're not subscribed to Nepal Era, you should subscribe to it. I know his content is in you know, Nepalese language. So it's always a little bit harder for me well, it's impossible for me to understand, but I still subscribe, I still support your channel, pal area, and I still do my best to check the channel, to check your videos out when I can, because, you know, I want to support the community. Language barrier, you know, doesn't mean we have to stop, you know, supporting each other. So Nepal era, much love to you, my friend. Thank you for continuing to make videos and content for the PUBG Mobile community. It means a lot. Where's Jimmy and King? Apparently, I don't know. You know what? I'm not even gonna say what is apparently, but at least from my perspective, I would say no better time to try new players than on day one of the PEC, right? That's a no better time to try new players. So you know, I think it's good. I think it's good. Running out of juice. Nepal area here to cover your stream. Wow, I know, right? Quantum Heat. Jimmy isn't their IGL, isn't it? Isn't it Cool Boy that's their IGL for now? I thought it was Cool Boy that was their IGL. At least in today's games, from what I know. Love from now, pal. Love to you and all in it, pal. Lolita, I thought it's a girl. It could be a girl, Krona, but it could be a girl. You know, I don't want to presume it's a guy, but yeah. Tomorrow in the PAL era's first news. Hey guys, Imperium's crossed 10k subscribers. Bro, I don't think I'm worthy enough to have that covered in his news, to be fair. That'd be a waste of time, but that's pretty funny actually. I love that. Navi playing Orsi, this is the Chinese PEL. This is the Chinese competitive league, so no, Navi are not playing, unfortunately. Sorry. Navi are not playing. Need to add another I'm going to studio mode. Just... Hey Simples, how are you? After a long time, mate, love you. Hey, how are you doing, Simples? You well, man? Much love to you. By the way, how Chinese plays, I guess everybody can play any role. No, there would, yeah, but there still would be dedicated roles, right, James? You have to be dynamic and you have to be able to, you know, do different things. Hi, Links. Lolita is a guy I saw a picture of. Thank you so much for that confirmation, Links. And thank you, Beast. Means a lot, my friend. Means a lot. When does PMPL start? I don't know, Mako. It depends on the region. I think it depends on the region. Powerboy is a GOAT as well as Imperium. Thank you so much. Powerboy is more of a GOAT though. Okay, so let me add image. The system of Freeman is better than having dedicated frontline and snipers. Yeah, like again, it's always gonna depend on the it's always gonna depend on the So it's gonna depend on the team, to be fair. Sorry, I'm just moving away from view modes, main mode. Okay, cool. Exactly, you know, they probably do switch your in-game role according to match situation, but having a foundation roles makes a lot. Just busy with works, mate. Congratulations for 10k subs. Keep working hard. Thank you so much, Simples. I will continue to work my ass off as I can. Today was a bad day for 4am and fans anyways. GG to Tiamba. Hey, look, it's only day one, right, young god? It's only day one, my friend. There's a long way to go here in the PEL, and you know, every day will matter, of course. Every day will count, but you know, it's one of those things where it is only day one. Look at that. Dude, I really wish I was at this LAN event. I really wish I could be there. Like, that'd be so amazing. Like, the new Nova logo's actually kind of sick for the PE. Yeah. Their merch is always pretty drip as well. But we're into the final game of the day. This is Erangel for game number 5. What if Nepali teams get the best coach / analyst? How would they perform? Of course, a coach and analyst will help all teams, but it's not like the most important thing, you know, because you got to be able to execute the coaching on the battlefield, right, James? So, no? Yes, I do know Bangladeshi teams. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. As a 4am fan, I'm chill that they will come back. Exactly, young god. Every player literally holding phones with 5 fingers. 5 fingers, baby. Okay, so the playing path is much different. ST are going to be heading towards Primorsk. Ferry Pier is probably going to be Q9. Actually, ST might be going for Ferry Pier more than Primorsk, with Q9 dropping on the kind of mainland coastline near Ferry Pier. JD once again in military base. TMG and Novo. And Pi are going to drop by Milta Power, and Tiamba are going to be between Milta and Farm. ACT, will they? Yeah, they'll be going to Pochinker. With 4am up around the Kameshki area up in the north. Phase 1 really complements this playing path massively to the point where, like, every single team bar TJB 4am, half of Q9 and ST are outside the circle. So that's what, out of the 15 teams, 12 are already in, you know, give or take 11, 12. That's pretty massive. Bro, do you know Mr. Haozu, which is from Nepal? Yes, I do know Mr. Haozu. I casted him in the 2019 PMCO wildcard region in the spring split. So yes, I do know Mr. Haozu. And yes, this is the last game of the day. It's not necessarily about benching him, Sarthak, but this is day one, so why not try different players? You know, you got to be able to be adaptable as a team, and if Swan maybe isn't performing for the games or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's one game, one day. Like, you know, of course I can believe it. Like, of course I can believe that they benched them. You know, it's gonna be not too hard for Q9 to play into that circle. To be fair, like it was pointed out, they can stick to the coastal line, and they'll have to worry about Nova just shy of Potato Hill. Potato Hill could be a good starting point for ACT to rotate to. To be fair, from the Pachinki area, they could just shift on by to Potato Hill just to get a couple of access points. TJB, okay, interesting that those two teams have opted to kind of go away from the phase 1 circle. Wow, interesting. Interesting. I can respect that, but I don't know if I agree with it. Because it's 15 seconds until the blue zone starts closing. Hey, look, if they feel like they're underlooted, I suppose they're maybe better off taking a little bit of time. But do they have to go so far to loot up? What's your opinion of TSM NT, Jonathan? What do you think my opinion is? Of course, he's a fantastic player, and I miss being able to watch him in action in competitive PUBG Mobile, and hopefully he'll be able to be back at the forefront of PUBG Mobile esports in India in the future, 110%. I mean, his fan is still performing better in Zingy, bruh. I just miss Prince Van on their angle. Yeah, but I understand Sarthak, but it's only day one, game one, right? You know, it's not. Now, playing around Milta Power is low-key not bad, but you don't want to be too close to the coastal line on that southeast side of the mainland, really. You don't want to be too heavily pinched. So playing on, like, Milta Power in the west of Milta Power, I think is very strong, because once you're not too close to that logging cabin mountain, you are able to get a lot of information up those hills, and then you're also able to see around the Milta area. So it's a good potential for Paya's Nova, looking to take shots on towards the Q9 players as they hold on to a 2-2 split. A very good 2-2 split from Nova as well. Of course, they have to be careful that one of them isn't knocked down, because that's going to leave them a little bit more exposed. But yeah, really like that 2-2 split from Nova. Playing on this hillside is strong, but it's risky. It's very risky indeed, because a flat road is not the most protective area. So, you know, I get that Weibo are more often to go down that massive hill and play more towards the edge of farm. Even actually going into farm, to be fair. Why are Chinese teams better in globals? Jonathan 2.0, it's not that they're necessarily better in globals. They would be a little bit stronger in the sense of competitive experience and competitive mindset, because of the culture, but it's it's not a simple question to answer. Q9 going past Nova, I respect them from Q9. It's still like not the best compound to hold on to be fair, but when you're talking about not being in the open and not being able to really pick a fight against Nova, I think it makes sense before phase 2 pops off. It's a much better anchor point, all things considered. So I really like that. As 4 a.m. going to wrap in from the northeast. You have ST playing from the Quarry region, I think. Yeah, just to the east of Quarry, if I'm not mistaken, or the south of Quarry. And yeah, because they dropped in the ferry pier area, then they actually shifted over to the west, looted up, and now they'll play in on the edge of the circle as phase 1 is closing in. Oh my lord. Hope FPP returns to Europe, so do I. Okay, so let's see what TC can do, as they have finished looting up Novo and the crates area. And fair play, they did loot up fairly quickly on their shift into this phase 1, so I can't complain about that. TJB playing on the, as far as I know, the north of the river. They went to Severny, as far as I know. Now they're starting to close their way in and move to the edge of this phase 1. Prison Hill is going to be a very, very hard area to control, because with a Prison Hill, it's a kind of place where there is nearly always a higher ground. So if you don't have your wits about you in terms of positioned as a squad in a very strong fashion, you can quickly, very quickly lose players. Now, I know it's only one player of RNG there, so I actually don't mind it. It's much better only one player being there than two, because I don't think 2 players is enough to actually control Prison Hill. So having one player there who's still able to gather information, stay quiet, there's a somewhat better chance that he's going to survive. And even if he doesn't, it's not going to be too bad for him, because they're only losing one player. as STE push in while QQ9 move away and are going to play onto this garage area outside the eastern bridge. Phase 2 did center up quite nicely. It's stuck to the southeast, and that's where Pi, you know, that area that Pi have gone is really valuable. It could be a little bit too close to the logging cabin hills, but in terms of getting information on Milta, it's a much stronger position to be in. So I think it's worth the compromise, all things considered, based on that shift. But JD could get gatekept on the eastern bridge against Q9, but I don't get why JD, if they were going to wait for phase 2 to pop up, why they didn't shift across the mainland for the western bridge. It would have been much clever. To be fair, it would have been much more clever. Where to watch PEL? You watch it here, Sandesh. Thanks, Mr. Shadow. Thanks, James, by the way. Appreciate it. So now RNG have gone onto the prison hills, but 4M are, in my opinion, much better positioned to hold on to that hillside, and they're not too far up where they could potentially get third party from the teams overlooking from that kind of edge of logging cabin. Nova joining up as a full squad. Hey Bella, how you getting on? Hey bro, follow you since PC. Thanks Yash, appreciate it. And now ACT hold on to that logging cabin position, and it's tricky because, you know, logging cabin it's a mix of open and protected, but teams can creep up on you because it is kind of protected on the uphill area leading into the center logging area. Well, RNG is going to burn to a crisp at the hands of Suck. Going to push him back. Nicely done by Suck. And RNG are so heavily separated that I really fear on this phase 3 shift. Although 4 a.m. Can we hear gun sound, please? Okay, I'll try and turn it up, but you're going to hear the Chinese commentating too. Okay, I've turned it up. But, you know, I don't know if you can still hear me okay. Let me know if that's a bit better. Shanj, but there's not really gunshots, to be fair, because not too many shots are being fired up. Let me know if that's a bit better. Once again, phase 3 centers up between prison, shelter, and the kind of north of prison, shelter, logging cabin, and then you have a little bit of the edge of Milta in play. Pi still in a great position. They're not going too deep, as Nova are going to get caught out, 2 of their players knocked down, so Tiamba going to get advantage of this fight, going to send order back in the house with Power Boy and Feels Bad Man. They tried to play on the edge of the circle and got bitten off, and that feels better. It's good. Okay, thanks guys. Now TJB onto RNG. RNG not really able to find their feet, and I said there's they were very heavily separated, quite disconnected. You know, some on the hill, some down below. Just, you know, nothing really there of a core value in the way they held their position, and it speaks for itself. Now Nova down to just 1 order on his own. The molly in through the building, beautifully played. He gets a pre-fire knockdown, looking for the confirmation, but it isn't going to come on through. Fortunately, that's going to be the end of Nova. They did such a good job to get into the top 5 at the end of game 4, but all the hard work in game 5 has been finished off as we look at the replay of Q9 on to the side of JC. I think it's a JC. Yeah. JD. There you go. JD. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Oh, beautiful TMG with the double knockdown push. That's gonna leave ST with just one player left alive outside of Milta. Beautiful grenade from TMG, and so important. The Q9 are behind them. They're on the southern edge of the circle around the Milta area, but now Tiamba gonna look for the last player of ST. That's gonna be him down to the ground, and that's it. Our second squad wiped out of the lobby in phase 3, left with 13 teams, 45 players.
但天霸他知道他在这个坡能够自由的发挥。
哎，大家看一下非常有意思的点，刚才天霸本来是到 M 城北部的假车库去围堵 NV， 再发现了 M 城内部有许多队伍以后。
Yeah, ONES I've been pretty impressed with him. The circle shifts down south, so it does eliminate the prison hills, but it does allow the logging cabin to be probably the crux of this phase 4, while Q9 are holding on for dear life against TMG. You also have Tiamba pushing in as well. This is a three-way fight. A three-way fight on the edge of the circle on the outskirts of Milta in towards these city buildings. A grenade being cooked up to the ground, and that's going to be a player of Q9 confirmed up, but Q9 are not out of the game just yet. They still have 3 players up. Tiamba has given them a little bit of breathing room, to be fair. Giving them a little bit of breathing room as the pre-fire shots through the smokes of Q9. It's going to allow him to get taken out by Tiamba. Unfortunately, not working out, and Q9 are down to 2. Sunflower and his comrade going to be separated quite far away from each other. TMG having to be careful because Tiamba have overtaken the position where a couple of the Q9 players were. Oh my lord! Oh, TMG! Your head got popped off from the outside of the building. The hands of Q9 waiting for his time to strike. That leaves TMG with 2 players up. Tiamba still up as a full squad, and Q9 up as 2 players. This is crazy. This is crazy. As we're coming into the blue zone, closing in on phase 4. Nicely done, Tiamba. Wow. Beautiful pre-fire shots. Perfection. Perfection is now. TMG just have 1 player up. Q9, what they in theory probably could do if they wanted to, is they could probably get a vehicle and just rock out of there. It might be risky, but they could do it. But Sunflower looking for the shots onto Tiamba. His position is going to be compromised. He's supported on the other side of the wall by his teammate. TMG still has 1 player up, but the blue zone is starting to ravage them as it closes on in. It does force Tiamba closer to the players of Q9 automatically. And that's going to be a lovely knockdown from Sunflower, who onto 1 player of Tiamba. Now he's going to push on in, try and confirm that one, but his teammate is being put under pressure. He's down to just 2 health. So now he's going to go up on the roof, and in amongst the smoke, Sunflower is probably going to have a limited amount of information. He's being put down. He's going to jump out the building. That is 9,000 IQ, but he's going to get spotted out. And that is going to be the end of Q9. Tiamba deal with him efficiently. But they have lost a player. 3 players left for Tiamba. Tiamba are so entertaining indeed as we move on to the northern edge of this circle outside of Prison Hills. You have 4 AM gonna get put under pressure by ST. Very impressive how ST can breach on towards these fights and into these circles. 4 angry men. Like I said, Prison Hill, it's one of those hills where there's nearly always a higher ground position when you have 2 or 3 teams trying to fight. Like WBG are ahead of them, and WBG are going to be able to somewhat put pressure on the 4 angry men. The circle shifts up and it is going to go a little bit down towards the southeast with the fields of Milta in play. You have the hills of a logging cabin and that logging cabin terrain on the northeastern tip of the circle. Wow, indeed, Simples. Tiamba has very good team coordination. Their communication, their synergy, it looks very strong indeed. What's with all these UMP, man? The UMP is meta, what can I say? Meta. It's meta in the Chinese version. It's good to see. It's good to see a variation of guns as well. I'm not saying every gun should be the same, and there should always be a variety and a payoff and a risk and a reward to different guns, but to see a variety of guns, I think, is very healthy, right? We've seen a mix of Thompsons, we've seen a mix of M762s, but oh my god, TMG nearly won that one as a solo player, but Tiamba used their man advantage to get the final kill, and off the back of the revives, they'll keep them up as a full squad, but inside the tiny shack on the southern tip of the circle, they're going to have decided DKG waiting in the wings, while TC going to fight up against 4 Angry Men. 4 Angry Men kind of wrapped on the northwestern side, but in the end, they get taken out, they get suppressed, and it's not a good day for 4 Angry Men. They're currently in 14th. That's how they're going to finish the day points-wise, but if RNG can get a higher amount of kills, placement points, they will come out on top. And DKG looking to capitalize off the back of Tiamba. That's going to be a Molotov. That's going to be them burning to the ground. And that's going to be Tiamba wiped to the floor. DKG, the capitalization, the opportunistic movement as they held on as a full squad. So good. So good as the Blue Zone Phase 5 is closing in. Nova, they're out of this game. They went out earlier on Nomadic Gaming. Have a look. This is what's going down. 9 teams, 30 players left up as WBG go up against ST, the northeastern edge, while the Blue Zone closes in. WBG down to 3. They have ACT in front of them, trying to play towards the logging cabins. It's an area that has a decent bit of protection, but not that core protection like a city, like a building will have in play. That's the thing. It's like that kind of black hole dip, and that's going to be ACT catching them out, getting a knockdown onto one of the WBG players. Mingsker knocked out and will most likely get confirmed up. Nicely done indeed. That's the thing about logging cabin, right? That's the thing about the kind of, north of, south of Prison Hills. It's not easy to deal with. ST hopefully will be a bit aware of that. While Pi gonna have to move in off the back of this phase 6 shift up north. TC are going to look to move in onto the aggression point where ST are trying to deal with WBG. This is TC looking to overtake the northern edge of the circle. You do still have the last player of RNG in the center of the circle, and he's being gifted to life in amongst them by STE. The knockdown onto TC with just a sliver of health left alive for his side, and that's going to really help them as the smoke is going to be chucked out. Try and give a little bit of a spatial awareness point, but TC are under more pressure than they thought. A little bit of a grenade, low ball down the hill could definitely wipe out this side of TC. That's why that last player at TC actually went into the blue, because he knew a grenade was being flown out. But that's going to be ST taking out 3 players at TC, and Allen is left on his own, the anchor point. The last player alive will be able to survive for now, while ACT is up against the grain of TJB, and they're helping to get the better of them. The Thompson is going to look to Tommy gun his way through. It's going to be a 1v1 between TJB and ACT. The pre-fire shots, but TJB come out on top against ACT. So good, so healthy. ACT held on to the logging cabin point for so long in this game, but all it took was one squad to push in and overtake their mark. But that one squad is under a lot of pressure outside the circle. Nowhere to run, teams waiting and players looking in the wings of the death, of the doom, of the fire and the flames, as JD, the last player up, is going to come in, gets a lovely knockdown on one of the Pi players as the smoke's closing in. He's gonna look for one, he's gonna find a second, looking for the third, gonna jump out of the window. That was a risky play. The drop shot unfortunately doesn't come out on time, and Pi keep themselves alive But DKG, I know they have a player knocked down, but should they be able to get that revive, they might be able to capitalize and execute this side of PEL. They do still have 2 players up. 3 players up, because 1 is getting a revive, 2 is kind of further inside the circle on that higher ground overlooking. They'll be able to look down and possibly take down PEL. They haven't made that push, made that call just yet. TJB, they got that revive, but they're now 1 player down with just 1 player left standing. Luckily, WBG is kind of, you know, looking towards PEL more so than the last player of TJB, because WBG need to be aware that they can't overrepeat the hail. They can't overextend too much, right? They have to hover around the east as the next phase is going to show on up. Oh my lord, that is absolutely crazy. ST helps to take down TC, and that is the last player out. Now it's going to be up to the last player of RNG. Gonna get taken out, and ST, wow, looking so good in this game, and now they have firm control as the next circle shows up and it goes in their favor. But DKG in this game have been so opportunistic. They've been calculated, they've been on point, they've been confident in their positioning, but can they be confident to finish this game on top? They're currently in second in the overall standings, including the 6 kill point save race. So if they are able to get the chicken dinner, get the 12 placement points, they will overtake Tiamba on the top spot. It's only day 1 of the PEC 2021 season 1, but to end that first day on top would be incredible for DKG, as WBG are looking to overtake STE in the overall standings. Lovely knockdown by ST. They're 8th. They're 8th, looking to overtake Nova in 7th. That'd be very good indeed, as we're down to our final 4 teams. ST, DKG, PEL, and WBG. 4v2, v1, v1, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually 4v2, v2, v1. Last player of WBG, Z9, behind a truck, peeking, looking for an angle. He has himself positioned to the point where the underground of that UAZ is not going to expose his feet. I don't know if ST has a full idea of where he is. PEL is going to get taken out. Tian is going to pick up another kill for DKG, and they will get closer to Tian. But the shots on the pre-fire, but not going to work out. He's going to have to reload his gun soon enough. But ST finds him. Beautifully done. That's going to be the end of PEL. I respect that they had to try and pull something massive out of the bag, but we're down to our final 2 teams. It's 4 against 3. DKG with the low ground somewhat. ST with the man advantage and the high ground. The spread from DKG, although somewhat healthy, I don't think it's the wisest thing. They're so far apart from each other that if that player on the off angle for DKG gets knocked down, that is it. That is it. DKG's game is over, and that's where he looks to join back up with the rest of his team, because those 2 players were already inside the circle. Very sensible, calculative repositioning from DKG. Yes, it might give a little bit more map control to ST, circle control to ST, but being on that lower ground is still a little bit more advantageous. And when they know they have the body disadvantage, it is much better that they're able to at least counter frag close to each other, counter react close to each other. As wow, a Carnage, yeah, pat the headshot bolte from ST, not connecting, but it's nice to see it being utilized as late as phase 8. ST, they're threading with caution because they know going down the hill is incredibly risky. They have 2 players wrapping around on the west side, 2 players wrapping around on the east side, and that is very valuable towards their late game, right? Staying down on the edge of the hill is just really the perfect way. You don't want to go center down, more of your body is exposed, so playing down on the little by little edge on the side is way better. 86 on 2 player of ST. That could be the start. That could be the finish. That could be the end of ST if DKG are going to capitalize off that. But they know they can't do it with just one knock. They know that they need to get the second knock or the confirmed kill. ST will pull off the revive. That revive will of course put a little bit of fear in the eyes of ST. Playing around the rock on the lower ground is just perfect cover, but Tian is gonna get put down to about 30 health, and DKG being very careful. Nice play by ST with the UMP on the sideline. Like I said, playing down on the side is so perfect. Opportunistic play, but now as the blue zone is closing on phase 8, that's going to be the end of ST. And like I said, on the edge, maybe to kind of on a little bit of a more powerful play, but inside the blue zone, you're going to be coming out in the bottom of the barrel, but ST going to go for the jump shot. That's going to be ST claiming the chicken dinner, and DKG are suppressed blanketed, and they finish this game in second. Oh my lord, ST, so nicely done. Baby. Baby. Man. ST was a very, very well played game in the end. Like, that player from ST that got knocked to the play zone, it was the sacrificial lamb process, right? He didn't mind getting the knock. He didn't mind getting knocked down. As long as he got the knock right, that was the main thing for him. Is because they knew they had the body advantage. So once they traded, 2 players left for DKG was going to make it a lot easier for the 3 surrounding ST players to encroach on DKG space. Whereas 3 players going up against 4, it's a lot harder to really push in like that. So it was beautifully played from ST. Really like. Now looking at the overall standings at the end of day 1, I'm actually going to take a control print screen. I'm going to take a screenshot, open up Paint, and I'm going to paste it, and then perfect. Because I want to PEL 1, then let me go print screen, and then go paste, and then save as, and then put 2. Just so I can save the overall standing, so I know coming into tomorrow, you know. Oh man. Tiamba, I actually didn't see the overall standings because I was too busy. Let me just actually no. Chinese teams are just like, they just like, you know, don't give a fuck. Being straight up, they just like low-key don't give a fuck. Oh man. ST have 2 chicken dinners, but they only hold on to the top 4, and that's, I think it was ST that I referenced in regards to their kind of inconsistency of performance, where they had 1 good result, 1 bad result, 1 good result, 1 bad result. I think that's, if I remember correct, it was ST that I was talking about. But ending on a chicken dinner is definitely going to be valuable, but they need to make those. The games where you don't get a massive result, you've always got to make sure that you get some form of points on board, whether it's through kills, whether it's through placement, because consistency is going to be key across the whole of PEL. Yeah, knowing you can get those massive chicken dinners, those strong wins is always good, but on every single game, you only have a 1 in 15 chance of getting the chicken dinner, but you have a much bigger chance of getting 4 to 6 kills, right? You know, so just that kind of like, you know, I'm not saying ST are playing badly, but just to kind of, you know, if they're the team that I reference are getting inconsistent performances, if you evolve on that a little bit, it will be like really, really healthy.
观众朋友们为各自战队的打气。我们看一看战队实时人气排行。
Okay, I just do control and print screen. I didn't know Windows and print screen did that. Okay, interesting.
2021年 S1 赛季第一天的比赛，5场比赛已经全部打完了，不知道大家看得怎么样？
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Windows and print screen does that. Okay. A rip as the stream ended. Okay. Just gonna keep it on that anyway, but oh yeah, you're dead right. I didn't know that. I didn't know Windows and print screen did that. I must remember that for future. Thank you for that little bit of information. But on that note, I think I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. Because I think it kind of makes sense. Because also it's 2 p.m. for me, and I want to have a bit of food, have some breakfast. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to the stream. I will be back tomorrow for day 2 of the PEL. And then I'll see how it goes. I'll put out a thing on Instagram a lot closer, and I'll probably schedule the stream a lot earlier, so you know, maybe more people know. But I will be back tomorrow for more PEL, and I will see you guys soon. Have a lovely evening. Stay safe, stay awesome, and yeah, look after yourselves.